thumbnail said, or the title, I don't know if you guys seen that or not. We're in Washington. Orwell made it all the way out to the West Coast, and transmission's running just fine. So far, so good. Everything's great. Took freight out here, got it unloaded. Actually, we went to Spokane and then Lewiston, Idaho, unloaded, and then came out this way. Tomorrow we pick up that car in Tacoma, and then I'm not sure how I'm going to reveal that car to you guys regarding what it is. Some of you guys know how I got it, or rather, how Matt got it, but technically it's my car. So, you know, because Matt's underage and he still lives under my roof. So, that being that. Oh, somebody just said, hey, a bunch of them here. Keep on trucking, outlaw life. Hey, Steve. Keep on trucking, outlaw life. How's Orwell? Orwell's running great. Transmission is good. We're in Washington State right now. And actually, I got my nephew here with me. My sister's son. Time to get him out on the road. He's never been out here before, so we'll introduce you guys to him in a minute. Let a bunch more guys get on here. So, just sitting here in the truck, waiting for tomorrow. We'll pick up the new car. Yeah, new. Like new to me. Bojangles the Wizard. Have you ever thought of having a complete engine rebuild off Orwell? Already did. Look back, way back. You'll see one of the first videos I did with Orwell was the first start, or rather the liner protrusion or projection on the block. But then we did a first start video, and the very first load we did with the new engine. We did a vlog with it. Matt filmed from the passenger seat, and that's kind of how this whole thing started, with the formerly automotive channel exclusively turned into a truck channel because of that right there. Let's see here. Bobby Stream in Texas. Good evening, Steve. I'm glad Orwell is running. Oh yeah, made her all the way out here to Washington State, so we're going to unload. Zach Breck says, what's up from Houston? Cool. Bojangles the Wizard. Oh, I'm from Spokane here in Washington State. Just out there, I delivered at the airport. I had a big snowplow to drop out there. They went down to Lewiston, Idaho, dropped off a generator, and now we're out here, going to be in Tacoma in the morning to go load that car. Keep on trucking, outlaw life. Hit the horn, please. Probably sounds like crap inside the truck. Wesley Hill, well, I can't, it's hard to read that, the light's kind of dim. Wesley, oh wait a minute, I can do this. I can make the screen brighter. Oh, look at that. Look at that. Now I can make... Ugh, now I'm brighter. Great. He goes, ironic. I get my CDL, now I can watch FSC Steve. And there you go. Oh, well, don't... Well, either way. Keep on trucking, outlaw life. Gentry and Sons, watch your channel, Steve. Yeah, I know. We communicate every now and again via Instagram. We are trying to get it to where our trucks are in a reasonable same area at the same time to do a collaboration. But yes, I have no problem, and Gentry has no problem with doing a collaboration with multiple trucks. So that's awesome. Yeah, he watches my stuff, I watch his stuff, and I really like the last trip he did. He got that old yellow cab over. It came all the way out here hauling boats, and it brought that wide load back. So that's awesome. He's got that. He's got the right idea, man, with the gliders and the older trucks. I do have to watch the new one he dropped with the Air Force cab over. I did see a picture of it though. I gotta watch the video, I guess, to see how that paint job was inspired. Let's see here. Truckin' Wild TV, yo, Orwell is alive, 100. Oh yeah. I said, what's on Orwell's back tonight? Nothing. I'm empty right now. I've got a standard step deck, 48-foot regular step deck, but it's a 26-inch drop step deck, so it's got the 17 5-inch wheels, and it's got ramp pockets. So I have the ramps so I can load the car without having to hire a rollback. That's both here and at home when I drop it. That's not a good way to describe unloading. The dropping is not a good way to describe loading or unloading a car, right, Nick?
Yeah.
All right, without further ado here, Truck Wild TVs. I passed that place you pick up in Oshkosh from in Wisconsin. Oh yeah. So beyond the terrible light is my nephew Nick. This is, he's my sister's son. She only has 2 children. She's got, he doesn't get along well with his sister. I didn't used to get along with my sister either, you know, but yet here we are, you know. I'm 43, she's younger than me. So his mother is my younger sister. There's only 2 of us. And so this is his first time out with the truck. This is the first time you rode
I've never been across country or driven out of state between like Pennsylvania and New Jersey.
Well, you've been, when you were younger, you flew to Hawaii. You've driven to like, they went to Virginia with the camper. So you've been around a little bit.
Yeah, but not like for a while in a car.
Right. You never drove cross country like this trip was.
Ohio was just one time too, the camping trip.
Right. Well, you went to Ohio? Oh, right. Kelly's Island to come meet us. Right. So that's his first trip in a. I did put the GoPro like I do, but I twisted it on him when we pulled away from the shop. That was the first time he ever rode in a truck, and I wanted to catch his reaction to being so high up in the rig, and the reaction was priceless, I thought. So that was nice. But yeah, he lives in Jersey, same with the rest of the family for the time being. They are going to be abandoning New Jersey, both my mother, father, and these guys. So long story short, his school is like that hybrid learning back and forth between virtual and not. So he's a straight virtual now, come out with me. The lockdowns are not, listen, a lot of you guys, maybe you lived through it for a little while. Jersey's still under a pretty bad lockdown, and when you got school age kids, it's terrible. And the way their goofy school system does is when you're in hybrid, when you're in virtual learning, you're doing one curriculum. When you're in person, you're doing another curriculum, and it goes back and forth. It's not like with Matthew, if he were to go virtual, he's just going to be watching the exact same class on the screen. No, with Nick and his sister, it's back and forth. So I watched this poor kid stare at the screen all day, and it's terrible. So it was just time to get him out and get him to actually like breathe some fresh air, come out, learn some stuff, you know, do manly things, help me out with the tying down of the loads if he isn't doing school, you know, whatever. Just get him out and doing things, because they're going nuts back home, man, believe me. If my mother at 70 years old is willing to pack up that house and move, it's done. I knew this many years ago, so that's good reason why Nick's in the truck. Plus, I haven't spent that much time with my nephew recently, so keep on trucking. Outlaw Life says Nick reminds me of Matt. Wow. I'm like, I don't see
nothing like him. Nothing at all.
No, you are not at all close.
Longer hair, more animated.
Yeah. If anything, you look more like your father.
Exactly.
Right.
They don't know him, but
and my sister, right? It's my sister, so your father's completely not related. So you definitely look more like your dad. I mean, you do have some features of your mom. Yeah, you're built like your pop. You got the hair like your pop.
I eat like my pop.
Oh yeah, he eats. This one eats. I thought I eat. Woof. Yeah, his father was like Universal Soldier. Just eat, nonstop eat. Ricky Stanton says, do you remember the Midnight Cowboy from New Jersey? No. Should I? Can't say manly things anymore. Unfortunately, they'll have to get over it. I mean, it's a trucking channel. What do you expect? I work at Bojangles the Wizard says, I work at the Spokane Airport. Too bad I missed you. Yeah, they brought me in through the side gate over by the maintenance building, and right between the 2 big buildings on the pavement there, they used a wheel loader to unload the plow. I guess you guys bent one up pretty bad, so the one we brought was more like just the plow, the curl, and a little bit of moldboard on the one side, and that was it. Everything else was, I guess you guys got the rest, the hitch and all that. Will Nick be driving Orwell this evening? No, Nick will not be driving Orwell. I haven't even let Matt drive Orwell. I can't really risk, especially with a brand new clutch, brand new flywheel, brand new rebuilt transmission. I can't risk having it go down again. I mean, to be honest, this transmission bill, just in parts, and obviously I have a deal worked with Badger, but you know, I still paid money. It wasn't free because I did a plug for them. I wish I had that kind of clout. No, nothing's free. They did work a good deal for me, but it wasn't free. But the total between rear main seal, the tool for the installation of the rear main seal, a new flywheel, new clutch, rebuilt transmission, new universal joint. I just replaced it, so I had it apart. We rapidly approached $6,000 all in. That's everything. Plus, you know, there's an air hose I replaced along the frame while I had it out. So there was a lot of little nickel dime things I have done too as well, along with the transmission. But yeah, rapidly approached 6K on that one. But it is what it is. Jen B says, "Oh, hi, baby." I know who Jen B is. She says, "Hi, Nikki."
Hello.
Yep. Did you build, Scott Poole says, did you build the Chevelle 502 from the start, or was it already built? That motor was actually built. They were trying to make like a wheelie car out of a Ford Econoline pickup truck. And it was never, I know the engine ran, but I don't think they ever did anything with it in that Econoline. Maybe it ran in the Econoline, I really don't know. They yanked it, put it in the Chevelle. It had all kind of problems just getting it hooked up. It didn't fit right. The air conditioning system had to be like literally broke out of the car to get it to fit in. So Gene's answer was, we'll just let FestJet take care of it, and it'll be done right and done good. So that was the basic plan. But it's just a toy, basically. But no, I did not. I never heard it run, and I didn't build it. It was already that way. And as I installed it is how it came to me. Except, the transmission was replaced because the transmission that came with it was garbage. I had Van Lins take it apart, go through it, and it was complete junk. So Gene had a 400 built for it rather than a risky 350. So Gene had that one built, and that's how that started. Let's see here. Going down the line here. Let's see here. Two Stroke Detroit asks, how did trucker get turned into being called steering wheel holders? I've never completely understood that one. Okay, here's the real answer. Okay, back when I first started 23 years ago, you know, drivers knew what to do. They knew how to shift. They knew how to drive. They knew you didn't need ABS. The driver knew how to work his pedal accordingly. You didn't need traction control. The driver knew how to give the appropriate amount of throttle. You didn't need automatic transmissions. The driver knew how to shift. In fact, everybody I knew in those days floated gears. I don't know anybody double clutches. I don't think I could double clutch if I was supposed to. I don't think I could. Drivers didn't have to, like in modern cars nowadays, you don't have to turn your headlights on. It does it for you. You don't have to turn your wipers on. It does it for you. In other words, you just sit there and hold the steering wheel. That's all you do. And you have no skill. You just hold the steering wheel and stare out the window. Oh, and you sleep when the computer tells you to sleep. You drive when the computer tells you to drive. And sometimes when you're supposed to be sleeping and the computer says you doesn't mean you will. But then you're under dispatch and you have to be there at a certain time because of whatever reason. So you didn't get any sleep. Computer says now it's time to drive. Now you're driving and you're dead dog tired because you didn't sleep, because who can sleep all day to drive all night? So it's a whole thing. Steering wheel holders, because it's all they know how to do. You hold the wheel. The truck does everything for them. It's not the old school driver. It's not like somebody like this truck. There's nothing automatic in this thing. It's not even have cruise control. So steering wheel holder, because it's a step up from seat. What the hell? Why am I'm drawing a blank right now? This is why I don't like lives, because I can't edit my stumbling out. No, now I look like an idiot. Seat covers. Steering wheel holder. It's one level above seat cover. See? There we go. Rant over. Oh my God. So many ones here. Back then, drivers had common sense. Now they don't care. Here's the other thing, guys. See this right here? It's one of the biggest safety tools on planet Earth when it comes to driving a truck. The CB. If you want to know what's going on ahead, like that's where all these pileups are going on. Guys don't know that there's a pileup. They're listening to the radio, they're farting around on their phone. Who knows? Even if they're not on their phone, they don't know what's coming up. They don't have the CB on. Guys going the other way says, hey, back it down. There's a wreck coming. You know, there's a wreck ahead of you. Well, if you don't have a CB, you don't hear that, do you? That's why you see all these massive pileups. Steering wheel holders. Then you got truckers. There ain't too many of us left. Oh, keep on trucking outlaw. Don't forget the tail of the dragon this summer, buddy. Yeah, you know, you're egging me on. I gotta do that. We'll definitely try to get into that. Cody, how are you in Orwell? Well, I'm fine. Orwell is sporting a rebuilt transmission, and we're sitting out here in Idaho. We were in Idaho. Now we're in Washington. Tomorrow we pick up a car in Tacoma. The car for Matthew that my other son Sean gave to Matt. Turn that off. Don't need that air now.
You know, I just realized too. Not only is it my first trip across the U.S.,
right?
It's also my first YouTube video I've ever been on.
Oh, well, there you go. Well, you'll be in the other one. Although at the beginning I didn't have the microphone battery charged, so I had no audio. Oh, I messed that up. I won't make that mistake again. I thought it pulled power from the camera because it never, you know, I just didn't charge it enough. Oh, well, no big deal. You remember when Twin Sticks in truck? No, that was gone before me. Twin Sticks were kind of gone before me. Now, there are still some out there. I moved never drove on a road, but I moved a Mack dump truck that I picked up in Colorado, and I hauled it out to a guy over by Valparaiso, Indiana. And I saw how it works with a 5 and 4. I saw how you do it, like what shifter went to what gears to do what. But to drive it on the road, no. I would love to. So if anybody is a running 5 and 4 and wants to make an awesome video and show off the truck and show me how to drive a 5 and 4, hit me up. Shoot me a DM on Instagram or just send me an email, feszczak@gmail.com. It's FESZCHAK shop, SHOP obviously, at gmail.com. If you got to run a 5 and 4 and want to do a video, let me know. You never know, I might wind up owning a 5 and 4 one day. But until then, Nikki doesn't know what I'm talking about here. So
I don't, but I like what I'm seeing.
There was a set of trucks built, because nowadays you have, when you shift. Here, let me give you guys the same tutorial here. Hang on. Let me spin it around. So when you shift your gears, Nick, you see you got your gear shifter. You've got this. You go through your regular pattern, and then you raise this lever up here. And that puts the transmission high range. Then you go through the whole thing again. Also, you have this thumb wheel here that you use to split your gears. Now, on this one, it's a 13 speed, so I can move this switch with it in high range. But when I bring it to low range, I cannot move the button. I can only split the top side. Well, before they did all that, there were some transmissions made that had 2 sticks. So you had 2 shifters, and there were stories like, hold the phone like that. Perfect. There were stories like you'd have to work one shifter, stick your hand through, and move the other shifter while holding the wheel in the crook of your arm. I've never done that. I've always wanted to try. So that's what a 5 and 4. So one stick was a 5-speed, and the other one was a 4-speed. And then you had trucks with 2-speed rears. So that's got to be insane confusing.
Want the phone back to your...
Yeah, that's what I can read. So let's see here. Go flip her around and then read the comments again. All right, I'm just going to go scrolling. You know, I can't get to everybody because I do get a lot of things here. But I do like the... here's the thing, guys. Like, right, I like the lives because we can direct communicate. Two reasons I don't like the lives. One, they're not produced. So if I screw up, I screw up. If the screw up is bad enough, like when Matt ruined a sponsored one on me a week or so ago, then
I remember hearing about that.
Then I have to. I can still show it to you. It's an hour, 31 minutes of me ready to just absolutely lose my crap. Because Matt was just Johnny Takeover that day. It was a sponsored video. Oh my God. No, that was bad. That was real bad. Oh, the other thing is too, like I said, I can't correct my stumbles, and it's not a produced video. so it tend to be long, but it's the only way to get direct connection between me and you guys. You guys can ask me questions. I can answer them direct. Also, lives are, well, live. Tomorrow, the video that's going to drop is the first of 2 repairs dealing with the ruptured air hose and worrying about the fuel gelling up in the extreme colds. Those are 2 repairs I did. And then immediately after that, Thursday is when the transmission dies for you guys. So it's going to be how the transmission died and what I did with it, and then starts the recovery and getting Orwell back here. So that's the other reason I like the lives, because you guys knew the transmission failed long before the produced videos caught up. And the other reason that's so far behind is, number one, when I'm on the road, I don't edit anything. Number one. Number two, if I drop videos every single day, you guys will get bored and the views will go down. So I'll be doing so much editing and videography work for less views per video, and it won't help me out much. Someone wanted to send you. Oh, I don't have it turned on. I don't have it turned on, and I don't know if I want it on. You know, there's reasons for that I don't know. There are a lot of YouTubers. Well, Nick sent me a message real quick. He said somebody told me to turn on Super Chat.
Yeah, right there. So
yeah, keep on. Man, I don't know if I like that idea, brother. I'll be honest with you. There is a reason for that. Let's just say I watched a formerly very popular radio show go from up high to surviving, but took a hell of a hit down because of some scandals with the celebrities. Let's just leave it at that. Some of the guys know who I'm talking about. But then they got thrown off regular radio and was on AM, and then went to another live stream platform to where they start begging for dog food, kibbles and bits. So now it became always worried about what chat was saying and always worried about begging for kibbles and bits. You remember the commercials, right? Kibbles and bits and bits and bits. You know, and the little spike dog jumping over. Right, kibbles and bits. Anyway, so it became worrying about chat, who hated the guy. It's funny, you watch a show but hate the guy. And then you're begging for money. I don't like the whole begging for money idea. So I'm not saying I never will turn Super Chat on, but I don't know. I don't want. Then I feel beholden to whoever sent me money to do something for them, and then I don't like that. So I don't know if I will. Okay, so let's go back to this here. Whatever happened to your black Ford 390 Custom? Ford 390. You talking about the black and red one with the 390 in it? It's in storage. That's my oldest son's. He's storing it till he gets back. Let's see here. People donate, you don't beg. No, I know. I'm conflicted in my mind because of it. I don't think I like the idea. I appreciate it. But no, not at this point. I think I'd rather not. Leave it be. Keep your money in your pocket. Buy merch. There you go. Buy merch. That way I have a product to sell you. Because you guys already watch the ads, right? You watch the ads. That puts money in my pocket. Watch the ads and buy merch. Merch is coming soon, guys. Silly Toast is working on graphics, making an Orwell-specific shirt. So that'll be coming up probably this week. They'll get on working on a graphic. So it'll be a little bit. As soon as they get the graphic that I like, we're going to give the go-ahead. They work quick over there. So as soon as they get the go-ahead, they'll get them shirts made, and I'll get them up on the site. So there you go. Keep your money on the Super Chats. Buy merch. I'd rather you guys walk around with T-shirts with my truck on it. That'd be awesome. So let's see here. Ready to get Orwell back on the road. Trucking. You know what happened to the other transmission? I did a whole video called The Transmission Update on what happened to it. Long story short, just lost the bearing. 1,000,000 miles. Look, it was the original transmission. It still had the Eaton Fuller tag on the transmission itself. It was the original transmission, and it had over 1,000,000 on it. And simply put, a bearing got tired, and it made shafts not even, and it started chewing up other bearings, and it was just tired. It was just a tired old trans. Let's see, how far west are you? Washington State. Tomorrow we're picking up in Tacoma to go pick up that car. So, is your older son in the military? I'm not saying what he does. He's quiet. That's what he is. He's quiet. Right, okay, do buy merchandise. Okay, we'll do ASAP. I don't think I have anything right now on there to fix yet. I had put up just to get, making sure that the site that I use with the leftover shirts, back when I was giving away free shirts to promote the shop, I just put those up for sale to make sure I could get the system working properly, and it did. As soon as that ad hit, I had like, on leftover shirts, I had a bunch of orders, and most of that stuff's gone. But check it up. I'm talking about fscspeedshop.com. It's FSC, Foxtrot Sierra Charlie, speedshop.com, and you see what I have left. I got old cream machine shirts for an engine I did for a radio show in Florida. Those shirts, when they're gone, they're gone. That's it. They're done. I don't see me even talking to this guy again, let alone doing work for him again. And then the old school original pinup girl shirts. We are bringing back the pinup girls too. We're just going to be changing the shirt up a little bit, but the basic design you see, we're sticking with that. Somebody asked a while back I should get a 379. I already had one. They were a dime a dozen. Actually, they were about 25 cents a dozen because they were a pricey truck. But I already had one. I wish I still had it. But no, we're looking. I am looking at another truck, and it'll be a pack car product. Steve, check out Superior RK26 quarter hose kit from Western with your C5 crimping tool. Makes your own crimped hoses. It might be useful, but I usually run it up to Kundinger Fluid Power. They're a Parker hose supplier. That's who I've been using up in Green Bay. Free plug for them. Good guys, real good guys. Tell them I sent you. Hey, your Pro Design said, hey, you're live. Was looking for you on the road 2 weeks ago when I road tripped to see family in Minnesota. I drove from Rochester, New York. Great trip in my town car. Ice fished and the walleye season there too. Yeah, you might have missed. Well, obviously, I guess you missed me. I ran into a couple guys that knew the channel. One guy in Montana over by Billings. Me and Nick came back out to the truck. He was sitting outside locked up because we actually were able to sit down. Nick hasn't been in a restaurant in like a long time, so he was happy to just sit in a restaurant and eat. Yeah. He was like, "Whoa, wait! Oh, we're not in Jersey no more, so we can do that." Although here in Washington, I think this place is closed too. But yeah, so we came out. There was a note on the door, and I'm not going to show it. I'm not going to show it because he's got his name. Pictures, though. Yeah. Yeah, man, he put his real name, so I'm not going to. But on the CB, he goes by Black Dynamite. He came over to the truck and shot the bull with us for a little while. Cool dude. He just bought a 362 also, and he said the reason he did that was because of my channel, and I really appreciate that. So if Black Dynamite sees this, you know, I was thinking about that. If my channel motivated you to buy that truck and then start doing the work on it that's required, you know, that makes me feel pretty damn good that I can actually motivate somebody to do more like what I do. And just meeting the guy, the way he was dressed, the way he was acting, the way he was talking, the way he carried himself above all. This guy's going to go places. This guy absolutely will go places.
Cropped it. Just Black Dynamite.
Oh, okay, cool. So, but yeah, he left a note and he came over and shot the bull, so that was cool. And then today, somebody see me going, we were on 90. I was heading west. I just got on over, right before I started climbing over Snoqualmie Pass. Somebody see me going the other way, was talking to me on the radio for a minute or two. So that was cool. Best Buy says, how's the truck stop food lately? What, are you kidding me? Over here, you got one choice, Popeyes.
I like that Popeyes when you have brought it home. I actually enjoyed it.
Yeah, Popeyes is good, but after a while, you don't eat it that much.
I've never had Popeyes. Oh. What are you talking about?
I eat enough. I eat way too much of it. His mother's more of a health nut. I'm obviously a health nut.
Yeah, the first two restaurants he took me to, I've never been to. I've never been to an Arby's.
Never was at Arby's, never was at a Popeyes. Both he had the first night day. Oh, man. And this poor kid, I feel so bad for him. When he came to visit, I wanted him to come out here, and I knew we were running out of time. So I'm not avoiding you guys. I will get to as many as I can. There you go. Try to turn it so I can frame you in a little bit better. Yeah. Or at least in it. There you go. You're in it. All right. Questions will be over here where my finger is.
Yeah, I can reach from there.
There you go. I can't read that distance.
I couldn't read when I was over here.
Yeah. So, what was I saying? Right. So I wanted him to get out here, but I had to get back to be able to finish the truck because I had to button it up, hook up all the little whatnots to the transmission, get it running, and then I had to go load the truck, and then we had to start our trip out here. So the only really quick way to get him out was my sister left New Jersey at the same time I left Wisconsin, and we just drove straight to each other and crashed right at about the 118-mile mark on a toll road. Got off, did the switcheroo at a gas station, and then just as soon as we got there, it took about 30 minutes to switch over because he was doing remote. So he took his lunch, we switched his remote from his phone to my phone, and then we jumped in a Mercedes and hauled ass to Wisconsin. So this poor kid spent 16 hours in car, 2 different cars, in the course of 16 hours, all the way from New Jersey to Wisconsin. Then when we get there, we're not done. We still got to put the truck together. Finish that up, and then the following day, later on in the morning, we got loaded, and then here we are. But I had to make it that way, or else I'd have never been able to get Nick out here with this load and get this car. Otherwise, he'd have had to wait another week. And I said, you know what, if we do it that way. So this poor kid spent 16 hours in the car like that, hauling ass the whole way, then come home, eat dinner real quick, and then run right to the shop and work for another 2-3 hours. So yeah, you gotta stay motivated. Gotta stay motivated. Oh my God, I'm so far behind, guys. I know. I always feel bad because people take the time to ask the right stuff, and I can't get to maybe a couple of them, and I always feel bad.
Yeah.
So if I miss you guys, just write it again. You're not, you gotta be persistent. Be persistent. Absolutely be persistent. Steve, are you planning any content with the Sea Ray this summer? That is a sweet boat. Windsor Will asked that. Yes, that's in the plan. Unfortunately, the cost of rebuilding that engine got sucked up by this transmission. But yes, that is the plan. So the channel continues to grow like it is. Not only are we going to do Sea Ray content, we're also going to make shirts with the Sea Ray on it. So yeah, that is part of the plan. And I want to build an engine with Matthew. So that's going to probably be the first one that we do. But yes, there will be Sea Ray content coming because I absolutely have to get on the water because, good God, I have to. Trucking Outlaw Life, I definitely got to get on that bike this year. So, Tail of the Dragon, I've been wanting to do it anyway. So, when I do, reach out. That way I can work that together. Somebody, Cody, does Orwell have AC? Orwell has factory air conditioning. It does not work. I do have a new compressor for it sitting on a shelf. The condenser was cleaned and fixed from the deer hit. So, that's set up. I may have to take the evaporator and have it cleaned and put it back in, replace all the hoses and charge with Freon, and then I should have factory air. I am looking into some kind of an APU for this thing for nighttime, but as of right now, no. So when I'm done with the stream, I'm going to kill the engine and it's just going to get cold, but it's not really all that cold. So I drove some cabovers years ago. You do get used to it, but I worship hoods. That's George Wilson. Oh, look, I'll be honest with you, a smoother ride having hoods, no doubt about it. Orwell, because it's a cab over, sticks out like a sore thumb. Even a Peterbilt 359 is easy to lose in the crowd if you're not paying attention, just because it's a truck with a hood. Now, if you are a fan of the 359, there isn't one that goes by you that you don't notice. However, with that being said, cab overs are much more obvious, so they do get the looks. And some of the younger generation, they've never even seen one before. When I hit the deer, you just seen the look on the guys' faces. When they take the radiator out, you have to take the cab and tilt it all the way over. Just seen a look on their faces. They never seen anything like it. And these are adults. How many horses is Orwell putting into the tires? I'm told a stock 7FB Cat. It's a 3406B 7FB variant. 7, numeral 7, Foxtrot Bravo. I'm told that's a 410 horse engine. And it has the transmission is a 146-13. Everyone's telling me the 1.4 represents 1,400 pounds of torque, and the 6 series. It's the last one with the straight gears. After that, they were at an angle, like a helical design, and they were quieter. And the 13, of course, how many speeds? So, as far as I know, it's 400 horsepower, 1400 torque. That seems average, I suppose. Where can I get a used Super 13 transmission for my Mac, Steve? Any clue? I'll tell you what. Better answer is contact Gentry. Ask Gentry and Sons. He offered to help out with this transmission. He had something that would work. I already had a deal with Badger before I was offered anything. So that's why I turned him down on that. I already had a deal working, but I didn't want to say anything until it was actually done and in the bag. But yeah, I would contact him, to be honest. Up by me, I don't know how much it cost, but south of Milwaukee is a place called Harai Bar. They deal with wrecked trucks. You see them right off of 94. That might be a good spot. Might be. If nothing else, Facebook Marketplace. You'd be surprised. Try that in Craigslist. Dan988 says, please, Steve, please get some big boy sizes t-shirts, like 6XL. We'll have a few. We will have a few. I know with the channel primarily being truckers, we're all big boys usually, and girls. Some of them are bigger than others. But yeah, well, I'll definitely cater more towards the bigger sizes on these. But we'll have some small stuff too. So if you're one of them skinny minis, look going down the road, we'll have you covered there too. Windsor Will says, wow, Washington State, you're really pushing Orwell's new trans. Nah, the load was light, actually. An 8,000 pound generator, a 2,000 pound plow. Please. Oh, that was easy. Andrew H., are you going back east directly after you pick up the car, or heading for the south route to avoid the snow areas? Actually, the snow that came through Denver and wound up in Wyoming, I wound up coming straight across 94. So I stayed 94 through Minnesota, North Dakota, and Montana. Then, of course, came across on 90 the rest of the way. And that big storm went right south of me, so I was good. I don't yet have a backhaul beyond the car, which obviously is mine, so that's my cost. So tomorrow, hopefully, we'll be able to get some answers on getting freight here. But the fact I have a step deck and ramps, the plan is I'm going to put the car on a top deck. The car has about a 9.5 foot wheelbase, so I should be able to get the front tires to just be at the edge of the front of the trailer, and the rear tires right off the edge of the back of the top deck. So that way my ramps will tuck underneath the rear bumper, and then I'll have approximately 36 feet of 36 feet of back deck, and it's 27-inch drop trailer. So that way I don't have to worry about ruining the trailer's available space with a short car. As long as the car doesn't high center going up the ramps, because the car is low. And Sean was actually surprised Matson shipped it because it is that low. Okay, when can we see new car, Steve? I'll have it tomorrow, but you're not going to see it for a little bit. Maybe I'll, because tomorrow I drop video Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I'm actually doing a Wednesday because the repair videos don't do as good. So I'm going to do a drop Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays when the transmission dies. So I might put a picture up, a teaser. We'll see. I'll think about it.
Like community post.
Yeah, because I have the license plates for the car in my bag, so I have an idea what I'll do, which is kind of interesting because the car came from Hawaii, and the first 3 letters on the license plate is ALH, like Aloha. I'm like, that's kind of funny. Feed that boy some real grub. Yeah, we did it to TA. What'd you eat to TA?
Wasn't it?
In Billings.
You
ate like a steak and eggs.
Steak, eggs, toast, and hash browns.
Oh yeah, he stuffed his face. Yeah, he did good there, yeah. On the road, it's tough. Now at home, you see how we eat at home. We eat at home.
I remember Papa.
I gotta make you grandma's meat sauce with ribs. I put ribs in the sauce. Oh, I gotta make you that. Because I love my sister, but she don't cook like grandma.
No, no one cooks like grandma.
I come close. I come real close. Especially with the tomato sauce. Dude, I buy like 150 cans at a clip when I get the tomato puree. Dude, I literally buy 12 cases because they get it so cheap. At the ShopRite, they usually, all right, you guys from New Jersey would know, ShopRite, tomato puree, or any, usually Tutorosa. You get the cans of puree, that's what I use for my sauce. Yeah, cooking with Steve Festjack, here we go. Thought this was a trucking channel. All right, cooking with the Festjacks, there we go. ShopRite will do these things where it's like 70-some cents a can. If you buy it by the case, limit 12 offers. That means the limit is 12 cases. Okay? That's 72 cents a can. In Wisconsin, this stuff's like $2.19 a can. So of course when I go by my home, if they're running a special, I'll go over with my dad's Expedition, load up 12 cases in the back of the Expedition, take it to my mom's, and whatever I can fit in the car, I'll bring home. I still got tomato sauce next to Grandma's bed. No, downstairs, the downstairs bedroom. There's still cases of tomato sauce down there.
Oh yeah, I think I've seen some of those.
Yeah, because when Grandma was sick, Grandpa was using it as a nightstand. And I felt bad. Last time I was over there, I want to take her nightstand. Yeah, my mom was sick. She wasn't able to make the stairs, so she was sleeping downstairs in the spare bedroom. And next to the bed was my cases of sauce. So that became Mom's nightstand while she was recovering from surgery because she couldn't get taken care of because of the lockdowns. When the lockdowns lifted, Scott Poole, have you met Matt's girlfriend? Matt has a girlfriend?
Yeah, he has one? Last I heard, he doesn't have one.
Unless somebody might be busting his chops.
Yeah.
That might be somebody from school, because I know some of the high school guys over there do watch the channel. And,
just to mess with him.
Yeah, who knows?
Perfect. It's perfect.
Well, a lot of them know me too from Auto Club when I was over there. I just been crazy busy.
Perfect is I'm here to hear it.
Oh yeah. Bobby Stream in Texas, hi at Bruce Wilson. You know, there is a guy, Bruce Wilson, that comments on this thing. I don't know if that is the Bruce Wilson or somebody else that happens to be named Bruce Wilson or somebody that wishes they were the Bruce Wilson. I don't know if that's the real one or not. So, and I don't think he would say if it was. So, if you know anything, if you know, then you know. I'm not going to talk bad about the guy. I do think with the new deal he has with Gentry, I think he's going to blow up again. I think what he was doing, he's going to be baby crap compared to what he will be doing, if you want my opinion. Because now he really can turn it up now. Let's see, Dundee Mills 71. What's up, boss? Hello from Wisconsin. Well, I'm out in Washington State now, so far so good. Ford Diesel Guy 91. What's up, Steve? Do you pay for your fuel? Does Widmeyer pay for it? Well, this is my truck, so I pay for the fuel. No, what I do is I provide the power unit for the trailer and the freight. They find the freight, and of course, they take a piece off the top. I get the lion's share. Of course, that means I get the lion's share of the bills. You know, fuel is one of them. But, you know, I pay all of that. Dan 988. Steve, will you do a collab with a YouTube channel with Gentry and Sons? I mentioned that earlier. Yeah, me and him talk. We're trying to find a time when we have the same trucks, because he drives, okay? He drives, and I drive, so I can't just take time off and drive a truck randomly to go somewhere to do a collaboration. So we're trying to make it to where both trucks are in the same regional area, and then, yeah, we do plan on doing exactly that. We just have to make it to where, you know, it's feasible, because, you know, travel. He's in Tennessee, and I'm in Wisconsin. Well, now I'm in Washington, but he's from Tennessee. I live in Wisconsin, so I can't just, you know, drive a semi all the way to Tennessee just to shoot a video. And maybe he does, but I'll make that kind of money yet. Thomas Mize, after watching you, I noticed trucks more now than before. Yeah, that happens. Like I said earlier about the 359, if you're a fan of that model, Peterbilt, you'll notice every one you see. One will not go by you and you won't notice it. But if you're just a random, you know, not paying attention kind of guy, that crap will drive by you. You'll never notice any of it. Keep on Trucking Outlaw Life says, what's your handle, Steve? He's talking about the nickname we use on the CB. We don't use nobody uses their real names. Use Q-Ball. Q-Ball. That's also the name I use when I call into the Steve Summers show.
Q-Ball, that's ironic.
Well, my buddy Chris Brewer say all the time, if you was black, I'd call you 8-Ball.
Yeah, well, you knocked your head like this.
Yeah, well, I get to choose.
Because there's us nerds, geeks, gamers, people like that. There's a Pokemon.
Who's us in this one? That'd be you, not me.
Oh yeah. There's a Pokemon that wears a skull for a head. Goes by the name Cubone.
Cubone.
Yeah. So when you knocked your head, I just thought that's ironic.
All right, didn't know that. I don't know nothing about them Pokemans. I just kind of sort of know what they are. I only know is kids are walking out of traffic when they were doing Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
Kids are walking into traffic. I'm like, that's not a good idea, guys. Okay, what's your preferred CB? Oh man, I had a Cobra 29 LTD Classic for like forever, and then I got a Galaxy 33, and I'm not really big into them, but that radio has never given me an ounce of trouble, so that's what I run. And of course, it's turned up some. But that's how I got it. Why did Pro Design? Why did cabovers fade out? I drove a cabover flatbed wrecker, and they rocked getting in and out of tight spots. Well, here's the long and short of it that I understand. And this is before my time, and I've been out of 23 years. Used to be out west, you didn't have the restrictive length laws that we did on the East Coast. So if you wanted a long trailer and haul on the East Coast, you had to have a short tractor. And that's where excuse me. And that's why the cabovers were born. Well, so you could have a longer trailer, but you had to have a short wheelbase tractor. Also, because of the short wheelbase tractor, it makes it easier to get in and out of places. But once they did away with overall length laws, that's when they did away with the cabover. Most OEs got rid of them completely. Freightliner still makes one for the domestic market here in the United States. You remember the Transformers Megatron?
Yeah.
That was a cabover Freightliner.
Huh.
Now, he's a flat-faced truck, but that's a Freightliner. That's the only domestic OE that makes them. Peterbilt makes them for smaller trucks like garbage trucks, things of that nature, or those they buy those DAF trucks. I didn't even know that was a thing. I thought that was actually a Peterbilt. Those two blower trucks I did, they were actually. It's kind of like taking a foreign car and slapping a Ford emblem on it, calling it a Ford. And I hauled two of them, and I didn't know that. Man, I got blew up in the comments. That's not a Peterbilt. That's a DAF. I'm like, what? Never heard of such a thing. Well, I got a lot of European subscribers, so they were telling me, oh, these things are run all over the place out here in Europe. I'm like, I didn't know that.
I actually enjoy Transformer movies.
Right, but my point is that flat-face one was the Freightliner. That way you know what it looks like.
Yeah, because I've seen that movie, so I actually knew what you were talking about.
There you go. I knew you'd seen that one. I did too. Those are great movies. I hold one of them. In fact, I hold Hound with the yellow Peterbilt I had. Because Hound was the Oshkosh little cabover truck. They rented two of them from Oshkosh Truck. And I hauled them from Oshkosh Defense somewhere in California. I can't remember where. I think Hawthorne. Picked one up in Hawthorne. I brought it up to the movie studios, or not the movie studios themselves, but where they were going to retrofit all the Hollywood crap onto it. I brought them one at a time, and those trucks were on Hound. And Sentinel Prime is one of those Oshkosh Strikers that we haul.
That's amazing.
You know those wide load fire trucks we do? A Sentinel Prime. So yeah, Oshkosh did work with them too. So what was I saying? All right. Oh, look at this. Squirrel. I like that. I don't know how he gets away with it though. All his clearance lights, I don't know if it shows up good or not. All his clearance lights are blue. You got white headlights, yellow turn signals, and all his chicken lights and clearance lights are blue. Like I said, I don't know how to get away with that, but man, that is sharp. Especially that blue Amazon trailer. That's badass. There is literally no place to park. I had to create. Oh, I guess Amazon owns those parking spaces. There's a yard jockey there too. Look at that. Ain't that nice, guys? Amazon rents truck stops now. Or there's Already no parking. Amazon has a drop lot in the truck stop. Oh well, where were we? Cabovers. Right, so when he did away with the overall length laws, where's everybody? There we are. When he did away with the overall length laws, that's when you start seeing the real stretched out trucks coming out. You know, 310-inch wheelbase trucks out there, you know. So that's the overall. And we got questions on questions on questions. Look at this. Oh my God. Somebody said, don't think energy drinks are bad for your blood pressure. Yeah, well, that's what I had. So, you know, whatever. Fried chicken probably isn't any good for my blood pressure either. Is what legal? Are you talking about that Kenworth? Probably not. From what I understand from running a shop, no, that blue lights are not legal at all anywhere on any vehicle, let alone that many, but to each his own. I don't care. Not my problem. Hey, Steve, what's up with 3 windshield wipers on Orwell? The windshield is literally 7 feet long. So, to cover it all up, they have to do 3 wipers. I guess that's how Peterbilt designed it. Only thing better than a piece of fried chicken is 2 pieces of fried chicken. Amen to that, Bruce Wilson. Again, is that the Bruce Wilson, or is that just a guy named Bruce Wilson? If you know, you know. Did you get a heater working in the tank, Steve? Not tomorrow's video. Wednesday's video is the fuel heater. I fixed the fuel heater, the factory one. So that comes out, that's Wednesday. Tomorrow is the air dryer conundrum repair. So that was that tomorrow. Sam W., so when are you coming to Europe? Dude, I got to get a passport right now with everything going on with the COVID restrictions. Dude, we got a hard enough time driving around the states without problems. Literally here in the United States, we literally have free states and lockdown states, okay? This is like a soft civil war. We're going to have to dig up President Lincoln to solve that problem. Things are not good here. They are not good and getting worse by the day. Let's see here. Do you think cabovers will make a comeback? That car guy won, asked that. Yeah, Bruce Wilson, just the same name, not the Bruce Wilson. That's what I was thinking. Well, either way, appreciate you having you here. I don't think cabovers will make a comeback. I don't think they're going to try to. The only way they're going to come back is if they ever. They were talking about making 57-foot trailers. If they ever made 57-foot trailers, speaking of these big box guys over here, if they ever made 57-foot trailers, it's these guys that's going to push them, and then they'll have to make cabovers to tow them, because I don't think they'll allow them to make a 57-foot trailer on a real long truck. However, we do put these air fairings on 53-foot trailers, so I don't know, maybe one day they'll, you know, them big boys, they tell the government what to do. Government don't tell them spit. Trucking with Schmidt likes your channel. Yeah, I was on one of his live streams. He was busting my chops about my rusty wheel. But yeah, I didn't want to comment a lot because a lot of his viewers also watch me, and I didn't want to take over his thing. So I just kind of, after they got to talking a little bit, I just like, all right, let me step back, because a lot of his comments were about me, and it's his channel, not mine. So I just stepped away. But I did appreciate the love, and I appreciate the fact that he watches my channel as well. That made me feel good. Bruce Wilson said, Bruce Wilson from Springfield, Missouri. All right, well, like I said, glad to have you on here. Absolutely. Brian, I don't know if, well, I guess it's already on there. Brian, how the hell do you pronounce that? K-I-R-A-L-Y. O'Reilly? I don't know how. You're going to have to tell me how to properly spell your name. What's up, Steve? Nice meeting you at the yard. He called based on that ad that Whitmire's was hiring to drive that company truck that I had, the one I used to tow Orwell home. And he was qualified, and he hired on. So he pulled his first load this week. So I forget where he said he was. I agree there, Steve. Cabovers are making a serious comeback. Cabovers are making a serious comeback because old trucks are making a comeback. It doesn't have to do with the cabover. I bought Orwell because of her age, not because of the cabover. I lucked out in that regard, but the cabovers are coming back because old trucks are coming back. New ones are too tough. Golfing with Dad, bridge laws. Yeah, well, it's good. You don't have to worry about the length of your trailer tandems and all that crap, but the length of the tractor's wheelbase nowadays is irrelevant. As long as you can make weight. Ricky Stanton says, LOL, they can't make a comeback. The new drivers will get their flip-flops stuck in the steps. Remember they're talking about steering wheel holders? You got this new breed of drivers, like nowadays, okay? Granted, I pull flatbed, so a lot of guys will at least wear sneakers, okay? But like I do the flatbed heavy work, so I always wear steel-toe boots because the likelihood of crap falling off the trailer, even just my pinch bar or a chain landing on your foot. Let me tell you, you drop a chain on your toe and you're wearing sneakers, even just a little chain, it'll wake you up. It might not hurt you, but it'll wake you up. So, a lot of these guys nowadays, they're wearing, they're driving with their feet up on the dash, wearing flip-flops. I mean, it's like, guys, don't you look at yourself? I mean, you're gonna walk out in public like that? I don't know. But I don't get the flip-flop thing. Do I have air horns? Yes, I do. Some Chinese diplomat just heard you. Amazon is working on 57 trailers starting tomorrow. Actually, 57s, they've been talking about that for many years. First time I heard about it was actually in the citrus business of all places, for hauling empty containers for orange juice. That was years ago I heard that, though. Nothing that they can of spray paint can't fix. That's Freddy, a new set of Alcoas look a lot nicer, too. That's the plan. Some of those lights are truck lights. They be switched back from amber when on the road. The truck's like, the blue Kenworth. Okay, yeah, so if you can put so he can make them amber when he's going down the road and pulling a truck stop looking blue. All right, that's cool. I didn't really think of that. Then again, my strobes are like that. I keep them on like a fog light, or I can throw them on strobes. Cool, I didn't think about that. Keep on trucking outlaw life again. Appreciate helping out that driver who ran out of fuel. See, that was showing the true colors. Well, I had the time and I had the ability, and I certainly had enough chain. Those chains are rated for 15K, so as long as he had air, I figured it's real quick, easy pull. I had no idea he was going to take my camera and vlog with my camera while I was hooking that up. I'm like, here, hold this. He just started vlogging with it. I thought that was badass. I seen him do it in the review. I'm like, look at this guy. Then I realized he recognized my hat I bought off of DDE, Daily Driven Exotics. And I thought that was kind of badass. He watches that channel as well. So I see he did comment on a few videos. So glad I got him as a subscriber as well. The driver that ran out of fuel, not Damon. We're not going to go there. Do have trouble with lot lizards. That entertainment is sadly gone, because I used to enjoy watching the bounce from truck to truck to truck and all kind of hijinks back in the day. That's all gone. Somebody made a video and poof, they all disappeared. But it was fun to watch the hijinks going on over there. Let me tell you, you never lived until you sat at TA West Ontario, or TA Ontario West, I should say, and just watched the crazy crap that went on back there. The best fight, now I think about it, the best fight I ever saw was they're called the whores, lot lizards. Okay? And the best fight I ever saw was one came around the front of my truck. There was another one walking, and right next to my driver's side fender, I had a bird's eye, best seat in the house. And these two just, bam, just decked her, knocked her right on the ground. And the one on the ground is getting pummeled, and she's screaming, help me, help me. And I'm like, I ain't touching either one of these people. These two women are just beating their asses. I'm not laying a hand on anything. I'm like, I'm just gonna sit here and watch. I ain't getting involved. You touch one, and next thing you know, someone's trying to beat your ass. So I'm like, I'm just gonna sit and watch. And I actually yelled out the window. I said, fight, instead of scream, you might get off the ground. Because all she was worried about was getting someone to help her rather than fight her own fight. But you screaming like that, oh my God. Just shut your mouth and fight. You might survive it. Oh well, that was the best. So great if Amazon drivers get all the 57-foot trailers. Y'all better watch out. Ay, ay, ay. Let's see, how the hell does he run out of gas? Well, he ran out of fuel, and I don't know. I don't know his scenario. Maybe his company was telling him to go there because it was cheaper. Drove past fuel and almost made it. I have no idea. Take it easy. Bedtime here, 03:40 a.m. Oh, that's right, Sam W. Yeah, you're out there in England there. 3:40 a.m. in England.
Dang.
Yeah. He sent me some pictures of stuff that he does. He basically does the stuff I do with a cab over. But their trucks are very different looking over there. I'm dying to get out there and check that stuff out. Bobby Streamin' Tech at FSC Speed Shop. You have a kind heart, sir. Pulling that truck is helping a brother trucker. That was awesome. I thought it was good. I just kind of like the Grinch who stole Christmas. The heart just got a little bigger. Just a little bit. I'd say don't tell anybody, but I think like 23,000 people seen that. Hello, Kings of the Road, Steve and Orwell. That's from Gene Albino, I guess that is. Gas gauge. Dude, I don't have a gas gauge that works, and I still don't want to. I shouldn't say that. I shouldn't say that. You never know.
No, I just read.
No, I have a flash. I have a flashlight.
No, I just read one of the comments up top.
Oh, Nicky is gonna get one hell of an education on the road. Oh yeah, he is. First time for everything. He's enjoying it too. It's good to have him out here. Spend some time with him. Because I never really spent a lot of time with you other than when we were camping. You know, that was years ago too. How old were you then?
We were camping. Then I learned to ride that's when I learned to actually ride my bike. It was on that camping trip. I ever actually took off the training wheels and rode my bike. I was 8.
I felt so bad for you because your mother had them stupid Crocs on you that didn't even fit. And I'm like, your feet were so wobbly on the pedals. I'm like, could you put some shoes on this kid? It'll do a lot better.
Yeah, I think I was 8 back then.
Yeah, but she got mad at me when I told her about them Crocs. I'm like, everyone's wearing them. I'm like, yeah, but they're horrible for riding a bike. But yeah, it was 8. So yeah, that was a long time ago. So yeah, glad to have you out.
The only thing Matt could have done correctly back then is that to pop a wheelie.
Well, yeah, he's a wild man. That's why I got him this car, because he's gonna have to take that thing to the track. Because yeah. And then we're gonna need a tire sponsor. FSC looking for a tire sponsor. There's a hint. You guys want to know about the car? There's a hint. I need a tire sponsor. Let's see here. What else here? Edward Myers. I'm looking at 11:41 p.m. East Coast time. Oh yeah. Let's see here. Hey Steve, what kind of mileage does Orwell get? Is it better in the summer than winter? Just curious. Great channel, great content. Keep up those big wheels rolling, brother. Thank you, Kuiperman or Ripperman. Anyways, she averages around 5. About it. But then again, I haul real light loads or haul real heavy loads. Better in the winter than the summer. I think everything runs better in the summer. No truck likes elevation, I'll tell you that. Orwell definitely worked a little different this morning in the higher elevation, but not too bad. Steve Packard says, does D.O.T check inside the truck? If you get a level 3, they're gonna want to see like your low air light and all of that kind of stuff, pump you down and see when your tractor protection valve pops off, stuff like that. If they want to, I mean, I don't know what the hell else they'd want to see. Maybe they want to do a radio check. I don't know. But no, I never had them up in the cab other than looking at my gauges and seeing all of that nonsense. Okay, going down the list. Is it a Miata? No. I've junked nicer cars. I shouldn't say that, but no, we're not a Miata family. No doubt about that. I don't even know. Yeah, we'll just be quiet. I know the engine has been rebuilt, transmission is over 1 million miles, but how many total miles on Orwell over the entire life of the truck? This truck sat over 25 years from when David Line drove it to when I drove it. It moved around here there, but it did more sitting than anything. It literally got a little over 1 million. The exact mileage is unknown, but it's closer to 1 million than anything else. It's sitting is what hurt this truck a lot. That car guy won. Kids don't know what the R pump is no more. We need to bring that back. Oh, right, arm pump. Getting the guys to beat their horns. Oh yeah, nowadays trucks don't even have air horns on the roof no more. They got these little ducky, like wait things underneath the cab. They're terrible sounding. Orwell is a flying brick, not good on fuel mileage. Yes, but Orwell doesn't have BPFs that have to be cleaned. Orwell does. I don't have to buy any cat piss to put in the def tank. Orwell doesn't have any of that really expensive exhaust system like I just mentioned, the DPF. So there's no cleaning of this really expensive exhaust system. I don't know what's pipe worth, about $1.05 a foot, so it's real cheap. Let's see here. It doesn't have any of that fancy pants nonsense to break down. I don't have to always worry about downtime and being able to make my truck payment while my truck's sitting at the Freightliner dealer for 3 weeks with warranty work because a goofy ass sensor that has nothing to do with making power failed and derated my engine. But yeah, that stuff's real expensive compared to, I'd rather buy the fuel. Hey Steve, what's the heaviest load you hauled? I had a specialty piece of equipment before I did the channel with Orwell, and it weighed just under 60,000 pounds, and I needed a 3-axle trailer to haul it. I took it to Reno from out east actually. And I was about 100 gross, and I went up over Silver Zone Pass, coming out of Wendover going west. I topped that hill at 21 miles an hour. No wonder why my transmission lost its bearings. You guys get popcorn paperwork done yet? Oh, women use guys. That's my ex-wife. And no, of course not. And that's why it's in storage, because right now storage on that truck costs more than the truck is worth. So I guess technically it's mine now. So if she doesn't get off her ass, I can title it as an abandoned vehicle. Is it an old car or a newer car? It's older. It's an 1983. No regen. No, I don't have a button on my dash that says truck farts. Mine was 121,000. Not sure what you're talking about there, Aaron Harm. Are we talking about mileage or are we talking cost? And what are we talking cost 121? Saw some videos where low coolant sensor was shutting down a brand new Cascadia. Can you imagine that? I can't. Don't buy Chinese braided airline hose. Bam. Miss Harley drops mic. Chinese braided airline hose. No, Parker is where I get my airlines from. Actually, a place called Kundigers up in Green Bay. I don't know why it was hard to think of. Anyway, as far as I know, that's American made because all the hoses that are plainly labeled Parker, it says USA on it. So yeah, no Chinese braided air hose for me. Not on this anyway. Is it cheaper? What? Charles Road. It's cheaper to keep her. Yeah, but some things are not worth the. Some things aren't worth the. You know, Dukes of Hazzard. Willie Nelson, the one with the new one with Johnny Knoxville in it. Willie Nelson said the joke. You know why divorces are expensive? Because they're worth it. The deaf guys do more pollution. At least carbon from Orwell goes back to the ground and grows bigger plants. CO2 is not a pollutant. Trees love it. But yeah, the soot, it just lands on the ground.
Isn't Willie Nelson a heavy smoker?
Dude, I don't think anybody on planet smokes more weed than Willie Nelson.
Oh, that might be another reason why people nickname my dad that.
He looks like Willie Nelson nowadays.
Looks like, probably smokes like.
I don't know nothing about that. No one knows who your dad is, so we'll just leave that be. My uncle had a lot of trouble with cam and crank position sensors on the Cummins ISX. His Peterbilt 357. The sensor would shut the engine off while flying down the highway. What a pain in the rear. Similar to what that one problem we had with Mr. Beefy. By the way, Big Easy from Coastal Auto Reaction. Check out that channel. It's Coastal Auto Reaction. He's out of Vancouver, British Columbia. He's sending via, I think, FedEx Canadian sensors for Mr. Beefy on that to solve that problem. Apparently, sending him regular mail, he had a problem at the border. So he's going to do it FedEx style. So shout out for Big Easy, Coastal Auto Reaction. Go check him out. He's a big Mopar guy. Does a lot of good content with the Dodge stuff. They just yanked a 440 out of an old what was that car? Big huge Chrysler. I think it was a New York, a big Chrysler New York, and he yanked a 440 out of it and sent it up to get rebuilt for DD Speed Shop up there. So check that stuff out. That's the kind of stuff he does. I can't wait to see that engine he got built from Nick's put in Betsy, that pickup truck, that swept line Dodge he's got. He got two of them actually. But yeah, he's got that big engine going in Betsy. Can't wait to see that. Why isn't your son playing Xbox? Oh, this is my nephew.
Oh.
That's Nick.
Yeah. You could explain his son, but I'm just for the road trip.
Yeah, he's coming out to get the hell out of Jersey and experience life in some places that aren't locked down. As far as Matt, yeah, Matt needs to stay his ass off the games and get involved, because he's in a little hot water with me yet again for not doing what he said he would do. So we'll leave it at that. But yeah, I have to be a father, not a friend. So yeah, Matt takes video games too far, so I have to limit that. Steve Packard, what time zone are you in? I am in Pacific time zone. I'm assuming if you're in the States, it's the West Coast of the United States. I'm here in Washington State. I guess a lot of you guys are just coming on here, maybe. So Orwell came out with the new transmission all the way out here to Washington. I unloaded in Spokane and then Lewiston, Idaho. And tomorrow we're picking up Matt's car. That's why I'm mad at Matt, because all the work I do for him, and he didn't do a couple things for me. Yeah, exactly. So I'm over here in Washington State. I'm going to go down to Tacoma and pick up the car from the port, actually Matson, and start towing it back, along with whatever else I got to put more freight to go with the car, because I'd like to not go home for free. Let's see here. Who else? Steve, seen a 92 352 Peterbilt Caterpillar 3406C. I didn't know that there was a 3406C. Have you? I don't know anything about them other than it's the beginning of the electronics. So I think it was like, for lack of a better term, it's still a mechanical engine with some electronic tuning. Most people that have a 3406C convert it to a B, or just go buy one with an E. But 3406C, they were not I don't believe them to be a good motor. If you convert them over to a B, they're bulletproof. That's what I understand about those. Lee Rogers, hi from Wales in UK. Told you. He is blown away that I've got so many international subscribers here too. That blows his mind up.
Yeah, and you're still just at like 30K too.
Yeah, we're tickling 30K for subscribers.
I'm actually still blown on that too. The last time I checked your channel, you weren't at 30K.
No, it all came up in the last 6-7 months. It went from like 2,000 to 30. Steve Packer, Jersey is still locked down? Question mark. The schools are. Most schools are doing a hybrid, or they're full virtual, and it's terrible. It's so terrible. It's bad over there still. If you have elderly parents, getting medical attention is still a problem. It is still a problem. So, and the stuff that they do to try to, I'll give an example. Apparently, when my mother goes to the doctor's office, there's no chairs in the waiting room because of COVID. So COVID can't live on anything else other than a chair. So we'll just eliminate the chairs. And we'll let the 70-year-old woman stand. That wouldn't fly if I took my mother to the doctor. My sister took her the last time. I told Tanya, bring a beach chair. Or steal one from the receptionist. That's how Jersey still is. So, right here where I'm sitting, I can't even go inside to get a bite to eat. It's either Popeyes or, I guess we can go gnaw on a tree over there. So yeah, so a lot of these states are still locked down to some degree or another where they won't let you do stuff. Like I said, when he mentioned that earlier. Yesterday was the first day you've been in a restaurant in a year. Actually sat down and ate.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, you ain't eating. You're not. You're gonna have a hard time getting a meal in Jersey if you want to sit down. There are places you can, but it's like limited capacity and all that nonsense. It's stupid.
Yeah, more outside.
It is still stupid. Let's see here. Coming to Richmond, Washington. We'll be there Wednesday. Where? Richland, Washington. Where is Richland, Washington? I'm not really sure where that's at. Spring break, Florida. Beaches are filled with non-COVID infected single girls. Beaches are filled with everything over there. I'm trying to think. I was going to say something I forgot. Let's see here. Steve Packer. Now was Jersey locked down? Shops and restaurants closed? Depending on where you are, yeah. Some are, some aren't. Some of them are still down. Biggest problem now is getting medical care and schools. That is the biggest problem out there right now. That as far as what affects at least my family. Jambo says, hello from Chicago. You should check out some of the stuff that I did before the truck started picking up on the channel when I was doing some of the Chicago street scene with the cars and stuff. But man, that stuff's getting out of hand now. I saw a video, they were jumping on some dude's car, they crushed the roof in. Yeah, I was coming down there with the Mercedes to film. I don't know if I want to do that anymore. I'll see if I don't know. Nick's Garage is very good with the Mopar stuff. Yeah, they seem to be more. It seems like they'll do anything, but they're more specialized towards the Mopar from what I see. I don't watch a lot of it. Probably should watch more. But yeah, let's see here. JC Steck at Harley to die for. College girls getting. Yeah, it's right, Harley. You gotta watch. You never know what's out there in them beaches down in Florida. I'm more the bar scene rather than the beach scene. I mean, look at me. Do I look like I got a beach body? No one wants to see that. But nah, I'd rather hang at the bar. J-Wags, Tampa, J-Wags. That's my spot. That's where I love to go to if I can help it. I miss being in Tampa. I need to do that again. Let's see here. I spent night in Murdo, South Dakota, ran chains to Valentine, Nebraska. 83 was clear after that. Yeah, I heard it got pretty nasty down there. I came up across to get here. I came across 94 up through North Dakota and Montana. Yeah, Governor Murphy sucks. That's who the Pats New York says. Yeah, there's NY in there. Yeah, New York's even worse. Hey Steve, when you go through the back to east, when you go, why can't I read today? Hey Steve, when you go through the back to the punctuation, brother, come on.
Yeah, that was not you. That was the punctuation.
East Coast, you should take 84 if you like good views. You can go through the gorge. Where's the gorge on 80? The only gorge I can think of is North Carolina. Yeah, I know all about upstate New York. I've seen it way too many times. Let's see here. South to Spokane. Ryan Ord said, okay. Yeah, we probably went through there because we started in Spokane, then we unloaded the last piece down in Lewiston, Idaho. So it was at 195. We took all the way down to 95. Richland's part of the Tri-Cities. Oh, okay, yeah. Everyone's telling me where Richland is. Got it. Trucking Outlaw Life, I know where I'm at, I would say, but I don't. Let's say every time everybody knows where I'm at, I wake up with something on my door, which isn't a bad thing, but, you know, I wasn't exactly planning to do a meet and greet. Oh, his ears must have been ringing. What's up, Big Easy? Coastal Auto Reaction right there. Howdy, boys. Big Easy, meet Nick. That's my nephew, Matt's cousin.
Sup?
So, he's on the road with me. I'm out here. Actually, Big Easy, we're not too far apart from right now, but the border's closed. I'm down Gonna be down tomorrow Tacoma to pick up Matt's other car, that one that Sean gave him. That I don't know if I told Big Easy what he got for him, but we shipped it here to Tacoma so I can get it with the truck rather than. That's the other thing too. It would have cost double to ship it to San Diego, which is closer to Hawaii than Tacoma is, I think. And would have cost double the money, and I don't have to worry about this truck not being able to go in California, so I can actually do it this way. What's your 20 now? Damn, or you got your boys close. We're in the Seattle kind of sort of area is where we are there, Big Easy. Gorge is on 90, Vantage is on the... Oh, you got it. We just went through there. We took 26 across, and we got on 90 Advantage right before that bridge. I'm thinking 84 because you mentioned New York. I'm thinking 84, like Interstate 84 in New York. Yeah, he saw. I actually put the GoPros on coming over that gorge there. I look forward to editing that video. That's some pretty views. Remember that big river with that bridge? That's where he was talking about. Coastal Auto Reaction, KK, don't say that. Yeah, I'm trying to just do kind of a reveal. But tomorrow I'm going to post a picture up of part of the car with the license plate, I think. I'll drop some hints, see who can start guessing what kind of car we got. It is a 1983, what the car is. I will say the pedigree of the car to a point. It's I don't think the car's ever been anywhere other than Hawaii, with the exception of where it was built. Then it wound up in Hawaii and stayed there for like forever, and then we shipped it out because we had to play the finagling games with title registration to be able to get the car registered so I can haul it off the island, because nothing could leave the island without registration, and the car wouldn't pass inspection. So I bought it as was, registered the car to me out of state, and now I can legally ship the car. No, it's not one of those illegal R35s. I wish, but no, I don't have that kind of money. That's Big Easy. Hey, yeah, I'm here. Hey, Nick, cheers. They say cheers in Canada a lot, like hello, or what's up. They say cheers a lot over there. It is another country. They are very much like us, but they're a little different.
Bonjour. Au revoir.
I don't even know what he said. Yeah, I do. But yeah, Nick plays around a lot. He's a kidder. He kids way more than me. Oh man, stupid border. I tripped down for sure. Dude, that would have been awesome. I absolutely would have made arrangements for that. Absolutely. I'd have met you halfway. At least or something. But yeah, the border's closed. You can't, no personal, unless I lied and told him I was driving to Alaska. But maybe one day. I don't know, I might be going to Alaska before they ever open up the border. Let's see, I'd rather go to sleep. My wife is driving now. I got to get this load to sell sunflowers to San Antonio. Well, you could always pick it up at the 1 hour 23 mark tomorrow and watch the rest tomorrow. As long as Nick doesn't sabotage my video like Matt did, I'll be able to post it.
I'm behaved, am I not?
Oh, you're great. You're great. You're also behaved because I'm not your mom or your dad. So you tend, just like Matt, if he was over your mom's, Matt would be absolutely beautiful. He wouldn't do nothing wrong. He would do all his work. He would do your work. He would do your sister's work. He'd do everybody's work. Right, over here, he don't do spit unless I kick him in the rear.
Yeah.
Yeah, Matt's had a bad week.
It's the people you hang out with, not you.
Yeah, it could be. Let's see, I do run from Kalama, Washington out to Waiula. I guess there's a paper mill out there in the gorge. I deliver 2 times a week. Oh, you might see me coming across, because most likely we're going to be running. Well, we're going to be in Tacoma, so we only got 2 ways to go. The border's closed, and I don't go up north with the truck, so I don't have a passport. So we only got 2 options. I drop down into Oregon or shoot back across Wyoming. Not Wyoming. Washington. The other W. Shoot across Washington on 90 or shoot down towards Oregon. I only got 2 directions to go, east or south. Big Easy, LOL. Logging off from Detroit. Stay safe. Absolutely, man. Appreciate you watching there, Scotts. Or Scoots. SCOOTS. Look like Scoots. I run dedicated local. I wouldn't mind being back in Washington. Did a lot of growing up there. It's interesting up here. I haven't been up here in quite a few years, so it's kind of nice to be back. But in a few ways, I wish I wasn't here. It's weird. The gorge is in central Washington State. Yep. Where in Tacoma? Matson. We use Matson to ship the car. So I don't know exactly where. I have to look up on my emails to get the address. But yeah, it's in at the Matson yard, and I have storage on it because right as I was ready to go get the car, the transmission instant crapped out. So that car was collecting up storage bill over there. See, it's only a few hours too. Do not do the Alaska trick. They got a checkpoint 20 miles inside Canada, checking guys and impounding. Well, if I was legitimately driving to Alaska, what are they going to do? How do you know where I'm actually going? I mean, I don't know. But yeah, I don't even know how I'd take the chance. I wind up in a Canadian jail, and I'd have to ask you to bail me out. That wouldn't work. I got recommended to this channel. What's this? Kind of a trucker's channel. I do content with a cabover Peterbilt, like you saw in a thumbnail,
And I'm just
and
a special
automotive
guest.
stuff. And Nick's my nephew, going on the road with me here. Now we're staying in Orwell. It's not that cold, so we can survive just fine. Is a new car manual or auto? It was a manual, now it's an auto, and it might be going back to a manual. 83 Corvette. Now they're going to guess what kind of car it is. Oh, boy. One of my uncles ran timber truck for 30 years in Washington. Now he's retired and markets timber. Love an 83 Trans Am Freddy. No. Not, you guys are going to be guessing all night. I mean, no. And I bet you can see pictures of it. I bet you they'll never guess it. Though. I shouldn't even say that because now they're going to be all guessing now. But I bet they'll never guess what it is. See here. Greetings from Argentina. Coastal Auto Rack goes, I know what it is, LOL. Yep, here they go guess it, see? 380ZX, Pontiac Fiero, Ford Pinto, Corvair. They didn't make a Corvair in 83. So when are you going to create a cooking channel?
They're going back on that thing.
Oh, yeah, they might have to do that. Maybe we'll live stream me cooking spaghetti sauce or something when I get home. Oh, yeah.
The special episode.
Hey, there they go guessing again. GM product, question mark. Pregnant Volkswagen, AMC Gremlin, Chevy Love, Hey from Wisconsin. I told you, they're going to keep guessing, but they ain't going to guess right. Oh, my God. Now I'm caught up. AMC 83, AMC Pacer. Come on, guys. You got to think me. What would I drive? I would definitely drive this car. My oldest son doesn't want to really be on a channel. He whipped the hell out of this car when he had it. Let's see here. Hello from Virginia. I would bill you out. If the bill was high, I'd find another way. Big easy. Yeah, but I'm not. 71 Chevelle. No, it's an 83. 83. They didn't make good Chevelles in 83. They didn't make any kind of Chevelle. 80 Crown. It's an 83. 1983. It's titled the 1983. And the title matches the VIN. So it's an 83. See, here you go. See? I don't want to even answer no more. But none of them got it yet. See, here we go. 83 Malibu. That would be a cool car, but no, I wouldn't have dragged one in from Hawaii. 83 Chevy truck. Hey from Georgia. Mustang. How about an 82 300 TD Mercedes Benz? Matson is jammed at 0700. Wait until 8. Well, I don't have a load to put behind the car, so I don't see me being there too bright and early. Ford LTD. Oh man, this is kind of fun. Like, just kind of. I'll be honest with you guys. I'm trying to build up for the videos. That's why I'm doing this. You know, got to build up the build up. Oh yeah. All right, Gen B. I know what it is. Yeah, Jen B. She knows what it is.
That's,
She
yeah.
knows what it is.
Hi, Jen.
She's still watching. Rampage. They're just gonna guess every car from 1983. Yeah, looking that way. There's only one lane to get into Matson. All right. Well, I have their address. It shouldn't be hard. So, just think how much money we could send you tonight. We could have sent. There he goes with the super chat.
He just wants to send you money.
Buy merch. Buy merch.
If he's trying to send you a lot of money, just buy a lot of merch then.
Jen B. Hi, Nick. I miss you.
Hi. I missed your chicken. It was good chicken. I like the chicken. And you too. You're cooking good.
Another one. Scott Coleman. Hi, Nick.
Oh, hello.
Now we're caught up. See, here we go. Yeah, they're coming in. Not quite as fast now. Either way, it's beautiful country out there on the east. It's a beautiful country everywhere. The thing is, it's like you get used to certain areas. You know, like I grew up in Jersey, so somebody that grew up out here probably would like to go out there to visit because it's different. Where growing up in Jersey, out here it's way different. So you always want to go visit what you've never experienced. That's a large reason why Nick is here, to get him to experience this stuff, to come out and see this crap. Like I said, you never saw views like you did today. Coming up over Snoqualmie Pass, you see the clouds like you're coming in them as you go up. That was badass. Don't be like Just Truckin' and beg for cash. Just Truckin' begs for cash? Well, no, I'm not. We just had a whole conversation about that, about a radio show in Florida begging for things. And I'm not into that. Michael Mueller. No, you are not correct. However, that is a goal of mine, to own not an 83 DeLorean, but a DeLorean. Preferably a non-gas flap with the rib hood, like an 81. Maybe with some help from this channel, buying merch, not super chats, merch, and watching the ads, maybe I can buy a DeLorean for me to drive and be funny and happy. Jeep Wrangler. There you go. My older son just bought a brand new Rubicon right before he left the island. So I do want to buy a Jeep so I can do stuff with Sean for the channel and for just hanging out with the family. But a brand new Jeep I am considering.
Well, that guy's getting nutsy. The top comment.
Let's up the stakes. Whoever gets closer, guesses right, gets 5% off merch. I don't know how to make that work, so I'll have to figure that out. How can I do something like that? I have to go. I don't know, because after they're gone on these things. So I don't know. I'll figure something out. I'll tell you what. Tomorrow I will post a picture of a piece of the car. And whoever guesses the closest or guesses... No, because see, I told them where the car is. So I bet you somebody works at Matson and will look up and find my name on my car and guess the car. Well, it's only a t-shirt. There we go. How about that? You guess close or guess right, and I'll just give a shirt for Orwell when they come out. I do owe Ray Wilson. I owe Ray Wilson a shirt, and Moose. I owe Moose a shirt still, because I don't have anything their sizes. I owe them shirts. I did not forget. But if you guess the car or guess close, it's only one, so you got to either be right on or real close to it. But tomorrow, make comments on that picture I'm going to drop tomorrow. If you guess the car, I'll send you a free shirt, just free. I'll cover the shipping. You just just tell me what size, open a bag, there it is, boom, you get a shirt. There we go. How would do that? Now that would be cool, but see, now I shouldn't say yes or no, because it eliminates the thing. But He said a Dazza 250Fs is a Holden Commodore. That's an Australian Ford. No, not Holden. No, Holden's a GM. What's that Australian Ford? I can't remember. No, Holden's like a GM. They I can't get the life of me now. What the hell? S10. What was a stick now an auto? Matt will need to grow a mullet. He's close. I had Jessica trim him down, so no more mullet. But yeah, Matt should make good content with the car, and if he's smart, he'll film his own content. I'm trying to get him to do his own channel based on that car, but we'll see. Is Nick's first cab over? This is Nick's not only first cab over ride, this is his first ride in a semi-truck, his first ride across the country, because he's been out west, but only on an airplane, and that, even there when he was much smaller. So he was still a kid when he went to Hawaii. So no, this is his first truck ride, first cab over ride, first West Coast trip cross country. Think about it. Like a week ago, you were sitting in Jersey. Now you're out here in Washington State. So yeah, a lot of firsts on this trip. Michael Mueller, DeLorean. No, it's not a DeLorean. I already said that. But I do want to buy a DeLorean for me. Keep on trucking Outlaw Life said, yet Gentry sure did, and I donated. I guess you're referring to Super Chats. Dude, just buy merch, man. When the merch comes out, I know you're itching to just give me your money for no good reason. But just, like I said, buy merch, man. Buy merch. What is stick shift on? Oh, how do we go backwards again? Is the car foreign or domestic? The car was sitting on Hawaii. Is it a car or a truck? I kept saying it's a car. Car. It's a car. Let's see here. Everyone's guessing. Got my t-shirt ordered the other day. Thank you. I sent a bunch of them out before I left. So, and I haven't gotten an email about any new orders, but I haven't exactly been staring that down either. So, if there is an order in the queue, I'll have Jen take a peek at that. Is a car foreign or American? It's a car. I'd love to buy Orwell a new rim, man. 8 Alcoas. Okay, 8 Alcoas. Not one new steel wheel. Those won't match the other ones anyway. I don't even think you could get a vintage 2-hole wheel anyway nowadays. Here we go. See, there's still guests in the car now. Okay, guys, stop with the guessing. Stop with the guessing. Here's what you do. Tomorrow, I'm going to post on YouTube a picture of a piece of the car and the license plate or something with the car. So, when you see the picture, figure out what kind of car it is or get close. And the first one, sorry, I'm going to have like 30 people figure it out and send 30 shirts. The first one that gets it right, or the closest to it gets a free shirt as soon as I get Orwell shirts made. So you should be working on it this week, in fact, to get them done. Let's see here, post the VIN. Why would I do that? Okay, here. Oh, now we're back to food. Michael T. JD60 says, Brother Adam, nothing like Jersey sweet corn or tomatoes or peaches or any Jersey produce for that matter. Got to agree with him there, especially with the sweet corn. I was that right time of year. We used to go to Pennsylvania every weekend, and we'd find one of those local produce stands. My mother would just buy big old bags of corn. I'll tell you, have corn on a cob, and Mom would make it up in Pennsylvania. We used to get it every week when it was out. Oh, it was great. I miss those days. Fundraiser for the Alcoas. It's called merch. Buy merch, I'll buy Alcoas. How about that? Hope it's something like mid-70s Cougar, big and slow. I have a 78 Cougar already. Is it 78? Yeah, I think it's 78. I can't even remember. I got so many damn things. But yeah, I already have one of those big old Cougars. The engine puked out. Actually still runs, but it knocks terribly. Oh, there we go. Sweet corn and some pierogies and root beer. Heaven. Yeah, see, now he's got me thinking about food. I'm on the wrong coast for that. FSC. Hey, that rusty rim is fine, man. It get you to and from just like rim to me. Why does Newark smell? I don't know. It's Newark. Yeah, that wheel, it's like I said, I never wanted to replace these wheels until springtime, and now it's getting on springtime. And now with a new transmission, that might get put off a little bit. But no, I do want to do it right. I want all 8 aluminums back there. And I want them all replaced. Also, the age of the truck, and the wheels are pounded pretty bad. So, you know, you do have to start worrying when you start getting into this vintage equipment. You do have to start worrying about metal fatigue. Metal fatigue took down that airplane up in, you know, that plane that went from Denver to Hawaii and blew 2 compressor blades out the side of the fairing and blew the whole engine cowling off. By the way, that was the exact same plane that we took to Hawaii. Obviously, it was a month after we got back, or 2 months after we got back. But that same plane, the other, we were sitting on the port side. It was a starboard side engine that came apart. But we were on that exact plane. GoFundMe. Why would I give GoFundMe 40%? If I was going to do that, I'd say send me a check. No, I don't want that. Orwell makes enough money. I do decent with YouTube. I'll buy the Alcoas. Whatever happened to Chris Christie? And whatever happened to Chris Christie? I see him sitting around everywhere. He's always sitting in that beach chair. He's everywhere, that guy in that beach chair. Oh, a YouTube thing came up. Another YouTuber I follow. Is that Matt? No, that's Matt's cousin. This is Nick, my nephew Nick.
I don't think Matt grew this long hair that quickly from the last time. Whatever that was.
Yeah. No, that's Nick. That's my nephew. He's out on the road with me. We're out on the West Coast tonight.
No.
Chrome don't get you home. No, but it looks good though.
Not Matt, but if it looked better, thank you.
Christie lost everyone's respect after the whole beach chair incident. Became a great meme though. Man, there was the Chris Christie, the governor of New Jersey, where he's sitting his big ass in that beach chair. They just put that beach chair everywhere. And then there was the one with Bernie Sanders with the mittens at the inauguration. He gets everywhere too. So Chris Christie and Bernie, they ought to be a whole row of those guys. You know, back. Who's the third guy? There's got to be somebody else in the chair. Oh my God, that was so funny. West Coast where? We're going to Tacoma tomorrow to pick up that car. So we're in the Seattle area.
Bye.
Freddie about the rim. Still with the rim. Oh my God. Oh, even trucking with Spit was busting my chops about that wheel. Oh, that's funny. You know, Matt thinks out of put. You know, you guys keep this up with this wheel. Here's what's gonna do. I'm gonna order 8 Alcoas, okay? And I'm gonna leave 1 in a box. And I'm gonna leave that rusty rim. I'll put 7 on the truck. I'll leave that rusty rim. You have to replace the studs on a wheel too. Correct, Michael Mueller. That's exactly why it has not been done yet, because number 1, Alcoas cost money. But 2, I also have to pull all the studs out of the truck and replace them with new studs that are longer, because the steel wheels are much thinner than the thick aluminum. And you can't just, you know, catch the last 3 threads of a bolt and think it's going to hold right. So yeah, I got to replace all the studs too. And that's also part of the cost. Think about it. Each wheel has 10 studs. And there's 4 positions. So that's 40 studs you got to pound out and press back in. In addition to that, you also have to, I don't know if you have to change that first nut, because you got the stud and you put another stud over that, hold the inner wheel in, then you put the nut and hold the outer wheel on. And I don't know if those stud bolts, for lack of a better term, have to be replaced as well. And if they do, that's 40 more. So yeah, it's a little bit of work involved, and I will do it. I know everybody says go to Hub Piloted. I'm not buying 4 new hubs too. Hell with that. I just put new bearings in this thing when I bought the truck. I put all new bearings in the back. Why would I redo them again? Ugh, that's too much like work. Do you have straight pipes on a cab over? Actually, yes. It looks like mufflers. It's just a screen around a pipe. It's not actually a muffler. It does look it, though. Is there a TV in the truck? Yeah, I'm talking on it. Why would I have a TV? I got a phone. I don't sit that much anyway, guys. I truly don't. If I was going to sit like a day or two waiting for freight, I'd go to the hotel. Miss Nomad says, I believe they also have to be replaced. Yeah, those outer nuts, the stud bolts, for lack of a better term. I don't know what you call them. It's, some of you guys may not know. So on the back of these, when you have all the wheels off, you got the stud sticking out of your hub going through your brake drum. You put your inner wheel on that stud, and then there's another stud with a square head on it that you screw on that stud to hold the inner wheel on. Now that stud that you put on also has threads on the outside. You put your outer wheel on, and then you put a nut over that second stud. And that's what she was referring to, is those got to be longer as well. So I do believe that to be true. Come through Bend, Oregon. I don't know if I'm going to be going that way. Because once I get to Tacoma, I put the car on. And it depends on what else I find freight-wise to go with the car. It determines where I'm going. So I might wind up in Oregon. Hey, dumb question. Jubit's, is that place open? Or is that place closed? Like, can you literally go inside and get a beer and something to eat anymore? I haven't been at Jubit's in a long time. So somebody help me out there. Is Jubit's still open, or is that place not an option no more? Have you ever thought about putting bigger pipes on your truck? Yes, I did. I plan on it in the future. Right now, what I did is I just simply put 5-inch chrome, regular bend cuts on there. You guys know what I have. That was to just basically keep the cost down. I just ran like it was how I got it. There's the screen that looks like a muffler, but it's not. It's a muffler screen. There's a bracket that just bolts on a standard 5-inch pipe. And I put the chrome tops on there just so it looked half decent. But when I first put the truck together, I was just trying to get her running and making money. I never had intention of putting her on YouTube, to be honest. I'm so glad I did. What states do you run? 47 states. Maybe one day I'll pay for the permit for California and get my 1,000-mile exemption. I don't know how hard D.O.T. Cap nut. That what they call them? That makes sense. Ball and stud. No, I don't think that's what they call it. Cap nut makes more sense. Yeah, it's open. I'm talking about Jubit's. All right, that's good. That's excellent. I priced the studs and new Alcoas for my drives. It's about $3,200 after parts and labor. That's a lot of coin for just some bling. No rush, Steve. Yeah, but I would do the labor, so I'm not worried about the labor cost. Mine would be a little cheaper and I would film doing it. And we already watched Matt struggle with the one rim, so we can always watch him struggle with 8 more. So yeah, put some 8 inches on there. Yeah, I'm thinking about it in the future, but that's the thing. They have to be made. I don't know what top. My 379, I had just a flat top cut, and I like the look of that. Some guys like to bend them out. I really like bull hauler pipes, but that might be too obnoxious for Orwell. I do want Orwell to kind of still keep that classic old truck look, not old modernized truck look, if you know what I'm saying, not custom stuff. I think Orwell looks good the way it is. But yeah, I do think I'm going to go with a bigger set of straight pipes with the flat top cut on the top. I think it's what I'm going for. In time, though. Great, I'll be busting my chops for that one for the next year. It is, but went to new management, went downhill fast. Ah, that sucks. Coastal Auto reaction. How is the trans doing? Is she nice and smooth? High, low, good and lazy? That works. It works good. There is a little bit of a break-in period where everything feels different. So I'm not going to say it's the transmission. I'll say it's me. But in the course of my drive from when I first got it to when I got out here, I'm learning its new feel. It definitely is tighter in the shifter. It didn't get any to wobble out of the shifter. That's in the linkages, but the transmission does shift nice and smooth. I'm really impressed with how it feels. Just put 4 steels and 6 aluminum is more economically done. Yeah, but then everybody knows you got steel on the inside. It's viable. There's no reason why you can't. I don't know. I don't see me doing that. I would know. It would bother me because I reconnecting. Oh, it came in and out. That happens sometimes. All right. So I don't know if it. Hopefully, I don't lose anybody. Club 305 Jublitz member since '94. Miss Nomad said that. Well, good. So you would know if it's still a good place. That's why I was asking. Is it still a good place to go? Because it's been a while since I've been down there, and I don't know where I'll wind up. Remember, right? There's a hotel over there too. So I don't know where I'll be. Although I think if I'm going to Oregon, I would be going through, not stopping and staying. But it's a good place to get a beer. At least it used to be. 7 inches more enough. Anything larger wouldn't look right. Well, it's got 5s on there now, so I don't know. I don't really know. I do want to get that deeper growl out of it, though. Yeah, breaking in an RTO can be so weird. Yeah, that's Coastal Auto Reaction again. Guys, by the way, check out Big Easy Coastal Auto Reaction. It's Coastal Auto Reaction, CAR, the car guys. You see him over there checking out, giving the comments here. So, yeah, check out his channel. He's big into Mopars, guys, big time. So, I can't wait to see. I was talking about it earlier, Big Easy. I can't wait to see the engine come back from Nick's. You stick that in Betsy. That's what I'm really waiting on. And the only reason to run steel inner is if you're running heavy on your GVW all the time. No, we're either really heavy or really light, to be honest. We're kind of all over the place with that. It just bothers me to know I have steel on the inside and aluminum on the outside. It's kind of like go big or go home, right? That's kind of the thought process I have. I don't know, maybe it's a bad thought process, but it's the way I have. The steel and aluminum would eventually weld themselves together. Yeah, I don't know if that really causes a problem with wheels, because you do have to remove them on and off a bunch of times over the course of just regular truck maintenance. But yeah, aluminum and steel do not mix well together when they're pounded in together. That's what I'm talking about, 8-inch chinos. Well, we'll see. We'll see what the game plan is. Right now, the biggest upgrade is coming would be the wheels. Then I'll worry about the exhaust. Got a handful of other things I need to take care of. This old girl just bugging the heck out of me. Sadly, because of the pandemic this year, I haven't been up to 305, Southern Cali and Texas, mostly for my RGN. Yeah, we've been all over the place. So, but it's real weird. It's like one state's real easy going, another state's like real big pain in the ass. And in some places, we ran into the Petro in Spokane. A little problem, actually a little problem, but it wasn't a problem. But let's just say I left out of there annoyed for more than one reason. Oh, she's gonna sing. It's coming. Nick and I will be filming a few episodes. Oh man, that's gonna be awesome. Break that thing in right. Nah, do a proper break in. You know about that. We'll be doing burnouts as soon as you hook it up. Gotta wait a little while for that kind of crazy shenanigans. Hey man, Gentry and Son Trucking, talking about you. I'd love to see you both collab. Keep up, keep safe, and keep on trucking. That was Dan Navarro. Yeah, Gentry actually reached out to me regarding transmissions. I already had a deal done, or tentative deal, I should say, at that time with Badger Rebuild regarding rebuilding my old one. But yeah, he offered. I think he said he had one. I didn't know if he said new or used, but I already had a deal, so I didn't pursue it. But yes, he and I communicate, and we are trying to get the trucks to be where, like, he's going to the same area that I am, that we could do a collab together, which would be cool. So yeah, that's something in the works can happen. But if it does happen, I should say when, because I got no problem. Obviously, that'd be cool. But when that happens, it's got to be like we're in the same region and able to make it work, because he drives, I drive. So, you know, these are businesses. We can't just drive across the country just to film us hanging out together. You know, we need to make the freight work together to where you know, makes money in addition to the, you know, the YouTube side of things. Let's see here. Just got a restoration project, a 65B model Mac. That would be cool to see. Hey brother, this is a good YouTube channel tracking the sound down. I like to keep on trucking. You got my vote. Yeah, you keep on doing it, man. That's the game. What's up, brother? Just found your channel today. Good stuff, man. Well, I appreciate that one sweet Pete under my feet. I like that. I appreciate the compliment, though. Thank you very much, and thanks for watching. The 383 will get broke in on the dyno at Nick's garage. Oh boy. How are you gonna go pick it up? You gonna take Project Black Sheep to go get it again, like the last time? One thing that helped get into Cali: upgrade Orwell with a DEF system. No. If that's the case, I'll just let a company truck bring my crap to me. No. I'm told California, but you gotta do it early in the year, and I already missed my window for this year. Will give for whatever, I don't know what it costs. They'll give you a 1,000-mile exemption. That'll allow an older truck to run up to 1,000 miles within that year in California. I will not put a DEF system in this truck. I will absolutely not. I'll set it on fire like that guy burnt his Mercedes in that field. I'll set her on fire before I put a DEF system on this thing. If you do aluminum on steel wheels, you could buy a very skinny piece of plastic that slips over the hub and studs to keep the aluminum and steel apart. Yeah, I know. I just want all aluminum like my old Pete was and like my old Freightliner was. That's how I want it. Is it a good reason? Probably not. But, you know, it's how I want it. Had somebody arguing with me. They arguing, a comment was saying, oh, you know, if you did your transmission and you went to another company, you could have just swapped it out and had her back running within a day. Yeah, but I didn't want to do that. I wanted to do it because the company that does the Swippy swap with parts sold me a pair of rears for my old 379. And of course, 600,000 miles, I lost the rear diff. Now, to me, that's an early failure. Diff ought to go 1 million. Easy. Diff ought to go 1 million. Saying goodnight to Orwell. Stay safe travels. All right, Chris FR, thanks for watching. New video tomorrow will be tomorrow 4 o'clock in the morning, East Coast time. We'll be dropping the video of repairing the heater in my, hooking up the heater in my air dryer and finding why there was no power at that wire. So that was me and Matt collab working together to fix my truck. So that's how we did. My 99 has a 1,000 exemption on it, but then again, when I'm in my 99, I'll only run 8 days in 30, so I can avoid the ELD regs. My 379 was a 99. I wish I never sold it, but I had to. Times were tough at that point. And I didn't know if I'd ever really fix it up anyway, so I let it go. Somebody offered me too much money, so I sold it. But yeah, I got to look into getting that 1,000-mile exemption. But I don't, honestly, other than a channel, I don't know if I really even want to come to California, man. I could just see me get eaten alive at the scales with the carb guys and all of that. I don't know. They would see me coming a mile away. It sounds dumb. I worry about that biggest thing with California, because I think they would see me coming a mile away and just bust my chops as soon as they saw me. So I don't know if I'd want to do that. I mean, Orwell is very obviously an old truck, so I'm a little not so sure about that. I don't know. Maybe I'll just do it anyway. You know, get the views. We'll see. I'll think about it. I got a year to think about it. Hi, Orwell from Queensland, Australia. Told you. Nick is completely amazed that I have international subscribers on here. That is cool. What are we talking about here? I missed it. It's what's Johnny talking about here there, Miss Nomad? It's a dumb idea, but Cali has some bullcrap rules. It's one of the few things that gets by. What are we talking about here? We talking about that exemption? How about super singles for Orwell? That goes on the list with the DEF system. That's a no. No. Because if I have a flat tire, I'd like to be able to not have the road service call, bring me a $1,200 tire, which are really $800, but they're $1,200 when they bring them to you, plus the labor, and if they have the time, if they have the tire in stock, if they can get to you. Meanwhile, you're on a shoulder of the road, hopefully where nobody's going to crash into you, because you don't get to choose when you lose a tire. In this case, if I lose a steer, I'm in the same boat. But any the other ones go, I can get it off the road and limp it to a tire shop. No super singles for this cat. One sweet Pete under my feet says, carb guys are never at the scales. I know a crap load of people with non-deaf trucks run Cali every week. Oh, about the deaf. She replied, Miss Nomad said. Yeah, hey, those deaf systems have caused major forest fires out there in Cali. I know that. So that's what was the last big one? Real big one. It was a faulty deaf system. Set the whole friggin' place on fire. Like, people lost their homes over that. Good job, California. I will shoot you a text to fill you in on getting the 383. Can't say it here. Yeah, don't do that, Big Easy. Yeah, don't. But yeah, give me the inside Iggy. I'll keep my mouth shut. You know that. But yeah, I can't wait to open a border though. Me and you need to do something. No doubt about it. Super singles are so stupid. It's beyond stupid. Absolutely. Not to mention if you're running. I used to pull pneumatic tanker back in the day, and we had one trailer that had super singles. And when you rode that sucker home, you literally could see that the tire only rode on a little bit of the inside. The outside of the tire didn't even touch the ground. And in the rain, this trailer was like, we had one driver that drove that trailer, and if it was raining, even he didn't take that trailer. Those things are so unsafe. At least that was. Now, granted, it's a empty aluminum tanker, so it doesn't weigh anything. But man, that thing was terrible. Big Easy says, shush, LOL. Greetings from Cuba. You know, call me maybe ignorant. I am surprised you guys have the internet down there. I don't know, maybe it makes you sound stupid. I didn't know you guys could see American YouTube in Cuba. If you do, that's awesome. Great, glad to have you. That surprised me. See, you learn something every day. I thought they didn't have, I thought they monitored what came in. Wow, look at that. Never put DEF on a diesel, take it off. No, exactly. I didn't have much choice in my 06. It had DEF on it already. Previous owner had put DEF on it, but was within my price range for a truck. Let me ask you a dumb question. Why are you staying in California? Or are you still just making too much money to leave? Because let me tell you, even Wisconsin's kind of getting goofy. I'm seriously thinking about bouncing out of there too. But Whitmire's is out of Wisconsin, so and it's not goofy enough for me to want to leave yet. But it can't happen. But I would stay employed with Whitmire. I would just move the shop and the crib. But so why are you still in California? Curious. Love Orwell on your channel. Good night. All right, Mel Stir. Good night. Have a great night. Thanks for watching. Appreciate it. I usually don't do lives this long. We're pushing a little over 2 hours, but truth be told, I'm not tired. I got nothing else to do. I did all my work today. Now I'm good. Plus I ate, so I'm happy. And I'm in a good mood. I'm in a good mood today. I'm not really sure why, but I'm in a good mood. I do a lot of runs into NTC. All right, you're gonna have to explain NTC now. I got super singles on a 389 company truck. As long as they're virgin, I have no problems with them. But recap, hell no. Yeah, that's crazier than crazy running recaps on singles. New Jersey, I heard, is going to be getting crazy with the refs too. Regs, he means. Who knows? Oh, dude does military work. Gotcha. Yeah, I don't know. Like I said, it's getting hard to make a living. National Training Center, it's military. Got it. I played a game, Euro Truck Simulator, with Truck Kenworth K100. No, I don't play the truck simulator. I play the real deal. Solid live stream tonight. Have a good one, guys. Good night. That's El Camino, man. Well, appreciate you watching. Yeah, they're dropping a little bit. Down to 184. That's cool. Oh boy. Now what else we want? Now we want to talk about? Well, I guess I'll ask you. So, obviously, you're gonna be on a channel because we've been filming since we left. Although I screwed up and didn't know my microphone battery was dead, so we had no audio the first day. So I'll have to figure out how to make that work. So tell them what you think so far of your trip from the whole from the start.
I really like it. I am enjoying this trip. I haven't eaten as much food like away from home, because generally like my mom usually just cook at home sometimes.
Yep.
I mean, she only like did me an honor by getting me Wendy's before she did that mild trip to get me to Ohio.
My sister's very frugal. She'd rather pack a lunch than stop and buy it.
Right.
She's also very much more health conscious than I am. If you ever saw my sister and saw me, it's obvious.
Yeah, I have high metabolism, so I eat like a man. I just don't show it.
Yeah, your father's the same. Well, I don't think your father could ever be fat. Yeah, I don't know how he does it, but yeah,
he's getting the gut now. But yeah, for a while.
Yeah, but he's getting up in years now.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it catches up to everybody. You speak way earlier, but yeah. So
I take a lot of pictures on my phone for some of the views. Where we stopped to drop that, what was it, generator?
Yeah.
Thing on?
Yep.
Yeah, we were on a hill.
Coming into Lewiston on 95, coming from the north, coming in.
The view was amazing. That was the way Harry Potter question. I'm actually a Harry Potter fan. I like watching all those movies. But the images, we also saw like 2 lonely cows on top of one hill.
That's right. So we're coming down a hill in Lewiston, Idaho, right? And you know, there's a couple of hills where the hill was like this, but the road had to go through, so they just cut the hill down. And on this part right here, way up, I mean, like these 2 cows, just 2 of them, just 2 by themselves on this little piece of this hill. I mean, that had to be one hell of a walk for them cows. Just 2 all by themselves.
I think I'm Harry Potter.
Oh, well, that's my nephew Nick. He's on the road with me this week. He looks like Harry Potter.
I don't even have my glasses with me. If I had them, I would understand. But right now, I'm not wearing my glasses.
Well, also, you're wearing a dark hoodie. The lighting in here is terrible.
I'm thinking more of like a Darth Sith. Let me just get over here. Wait. Do it.
Right there.
Do it now. Join the dark side.
Oh my God.
Just do it. Get it done.
Oh, that's great. You're like the Emperor. like a tanned Emperor. Oh my God, that's priceless.
I'm the guy that got Samuel L. Jackson fired from Star Wars.
Oh man, now you see what I took him out on the road this week. Oh Christ. Oh my God. First it was a cooking channel, now it's comedy hour. Oh
I told you, I'm animated.
Oh yeah, he is. Oh my God, I'm not used to that. Look at all the new comments you got with your Harry Potter to a dark side invitation.
Oh Lord, wait. Lord Voldemort.
Oh boy. I don't even know what that means. I went back a ways. What's Gryffindor represent? Does that make something? Does that mean something to you?
It's like one of those Commodore rooms in Hogwarts.
That's Harry Potter stuff, right?
Yeah, I'm trying to voice Voldemort right now, but
okay.
It's not going so well.
You're closer to Don Corleone than whoever that was.
I was more thinking General Grievous from Star Wars too.
Oh my God.
I can't keep
Coastal Auto reaction a while back. Super singles. Hey, I represent that a little bit. Super singles for guys that drop their seat to the floor and lean their radio whips forward. LOL. Yeah, seat to the floor and whips forward. Yeah, I I have to bend my whips forward. They'll hit the bridge if I don't. It's all truck. Let's see here. You say Orwell's in 84, but the VIN says in 85. No, it is in 84. It's registered as an 84. The build date on the door jam is 84. Although it wasn't titled until 1988. That was a weird thing too. Like literally it was built in 84 and sat around till 88. So I don't know why that was the case, but it was. Ray Wilson says, are you just killing time or on a mission? Just kind of killing time right now because I'm really not tired, so no sense in shutting her down and going to sleep yet. But yeah, it's not even 9 o'clock out here. I'm in Washington State. It's not even 9 yet, so and I don't exactly have anything that's pressing on me right now. Other than loading Matt's car over there at Matson, I can't, I don't have a load to pick up yet, so. Comedy in the jump seat, priceless. Absolutely. Message restricted. Retracted. Oh. When that happens, does that mean YouTube took it down? Or she took it down?
I don't actually think you can take your own messages down.
Well, Harley, whatever you wrote, YouTube killed it. So rewrite it in like, Pig Latin or something.
Or if it was bad, just put extra terms.
Hey Steve, first time post, long time subby. Just wondering if you thought of RS 700 Mac. No, I have not. Not a Mac. No. I have a goal. I know there's a truck. I'm not going to say because someone will buy it. But there's a truck I'm looking at that I want to buy, but it needs a lot of work. But it would be an awesome truck. I think this thing would get crazy views. But I got to buy the truck and put it together because it needs more things than what it has. I'll just leave it at that. Ray Wilson, what have I missed? All right, this is Nick. Nick is my nephew. My younger sister's son. I only have one sister. She's younger than me. And this is her oldest son. And he's out on the road with me to get the hell out of Jersey and actually live life a little bit rather than stare at a computer screen all day and have your sister break your stones till the end. So, the life of having a younger sister that breaks your chops. Although in my case, I broke her chops too. In his case, not so much.
You think I'd be the one to break nuts in the family? I get mine broke.
Yeah, but she loves you. That's why she busts your chops so bad. Believe me, one day, trust me, one day you're gonna appreciate having a younger sister. Trust me. It'll happen. Trust me. It'll happen right about the time because you're a few years older. It'll happen right about the time she turns 18. Just trust me. Trust me. I know what I'm talking about. He doesn't look like a truck driver. Of course he doesn't look like a truck driver. He's still in school. Yeah, there's no truck driver here.
You're asking, do I look that old? Does my face look like 18?
No, you got a little bit to go still. Not quite ripe yet. Holy crap! Miss Nomad, message restricted or retracted. Harley to die for, message restricted. What are you chicks trying to tell me? They won't tell me. Holy crap! Mac 1986, message restricted or retracted. Holy crap!
Why?
What are they trying to do? Play Eddie Arnold, the Battle of Little Bighorn? By the way, that's gone. We drove right past where the Battle of Little Bighorn was out in Montana. I was trying to play him the song, the Eddie Arnold song. Good luck finding it. You can read the lyrics, but you ain't going to play the song. It ain't on Spotify. It ain't on YouTube Music. It ain't on YouTube. I can't find it. I guess I got to go in Grandma's house and find the old record. It's on the record. Thereby hangs a tail. Cancer culture got him too. Cancer culture, cancel culture, same thing. You can delete a comment, and that pops up. Why would you make a comment and delete it? See, I just deleted my own message. Oh, okay.
Oh, that was his example.
So where are you and Nick headed? Said, okay. Me and Nick are headed to, well, first of all, we're in Washington State, out by Seattle area. And, I mean loosely. But I wasn't going to stay in Seattle or Tacoma tonight. I don't know how crazy that place is anymore. But, so we left Wisconsin with a generator and a plow. Plow went to the Spokane airport. Generator went to Lewiston, Idaho. And now we're picking up Matt's car. And then we're gonna put the car up on the top deck of the step deck that I have with my ramps. And then we're going to try to find freight to put on the bottom deck and then start head back east. So that's the game plan. At Nick, move to the same area as your uncle. Keep him out. Learn.
Hey, me being here for like 3 weeks, there's your blessing, all right?
Without getting personal, okay? Basically saying move to where you can learn, right?
Yeah.
Leave it at that. You know what I'm talking about. Leave it at that. Don't take too much. I don't want too much personal, especially with you. Not too much personal stuff here. You see how it is already on the road. So, no, retracted means we posted a message, then we deleted it ourselves. All right, I was just trying to, I thought maybe you guys were getting canceled. All right. Google, YouTube is strict about the chatters, comments, how said. Yes, I've seen that. I don't know what comes up when you get a weird, what do you call, when you get taken down rather than you take your own stuff down. So yeah, long story short, that's why Nick's on the road with me, just to kind of get him out. They're doing virtual school or blended, which basically is almost as bad. So he does school on his laptop here in the rig. So although we're on the West Coast, that means he's got to sign in at 7 o'clock, which is 10 o'clock out there. Yeah, now, how does that work? You sign in at school at 10 o'clock?
The schedules for school are so weird. Like, on when I have school, I have to log in at 10 New Jersey time and end at 2. I only get 4 hours
virtual
for a school day. Yeah, for a virtual school day. And then for me, on Tuesdays and Fridays, I don't have school, really. I don't have to
If I had young children, I would homeschool. No doubt about it, because this is insane.
So for each class each week, I only see my teachers an hour and a half.
I told Matt, just get the hell out, just get your diploma and move on with life, because Matt's a junior, so just he got 1 more year, then he's out. But if he was like 9, 10 years old, I'd have him homeschooled, no doubt about it, because it's too much. You have a high school diploma that you can wipe your ass, so it wouldn't be worth anything. Hey Nick, just learn your own class. A lot he can teach you. Just don't ever think you know it all. I'm 54 and I'm learning every day. See? High school? Yeah, that's what we're talking about.
Yeah.
Is your PE teacher still employed with schools closed? You're going to love this. You're going to love this. Wood shop class, right? That's virtual. How in the hell do you do shop class virtual? I don't know how you do gym class virtual. What do you do? Stand on one spot and do jumping jacks in front of the webcam? What do you?
They made something. You actually like almost got it. They made up something called Netflix, like a ripoff, but like for working out. Netflix. Yeah, you just work on that.
I am old. Oh my God. I never thought it would happen, but it did. 43 years old, I guess. Jesus God. I feel so weird now with this. I feel like I'm the last person to know anything anymore. I didn't know where you were going. Is the transmission working good? That's Ray Wilson. Transmission's working awesome. I'm just getting used to its tighter shifting since everything's all new on the inside. But yes, it's working great. Everything's swell with it. So far, so good. Old selfish union teachers are stealing your youth. I'll tell you like I told Matt, man, do what you got to do, get your diploma and move on with life. Because you're at that age where you're too late to homeschool, and you just do what you got to do to get through, you know. And that other thing I told you about, you should do that, you go to regular class. What's the temp in there? I don't know. I don't know what the temp is in here. It ain't really cool, but I've been idling. gonna shut it off. I'll shut it off here in a little bit. In fact, I gotta cut it off now. Yes, the PE teacher is still paid. I'm sure he is. You know, that's the thing. Like, I know that's dumb, but like, I don't even care about that crap no more. I mean, we're already like $8 billion in debt. Like, they'll never get paid. Like, in the end, you do realize the national debt, they're literally just gonna welch, right? They're just gonna go, yeah, you can get that money when you come and take it. And they might come and take it, but they'll never pay it. They'll just take it. But point being, as far as I'm concerned, I just want Matt to get his diploma, move on with life. Him, will get your diploma, move on with life. My niece, she's younger than him. I don't know. I don't know what. That's up to my sister with that. But I don't know. It's like I have too many wars to fight nowadays personally. Just worrying about my family, how to get them through these problems. And all problems are caused largely by the state of New Jersey, as far as I'm concerned, allowing this crap to happen. Between my mother's help, their schools, it's terrible. So they're all moving. They're moving for a reason. Don't worry, they belong where they're going. Greetings from New Zealand. That's David Kelly. Well, greetings from Washington State. Pete at home. Just to buy a Nintendo Wii. Don't you got one?
Yeah, I think they're trying to talk about the Wii Fit.
Yeah. Aaron Harmon, my transmission just got put back together and it's nice and tight shifting and I love it. Are you the one that had that 2020 Kenworth that had a tranny crap out at like 300 some thousand miles? Is that you? Used to be my favorite area to run back in the day. Man, it is pretty out here. It is real pretty out here. I don't know if I could live here. Washington State? Oregon? Probably not. I guess it depends on where. But see, like I see a lot like up here, like in Washington. It's like if you live where I would want to live, it'd be like living in upstate New York. The problems of the city kill the rest of the state. I think everywhere up here is kind of... Look at California. Most of California's normal people. The cities kill it. Cities are beautiful too in their own weird way, but it's just I don't know. I couldn't see me living here. Visiting here all day, every day, if I could. Instead of being a union fireman in small community, work 82 days a year, paid to sleep, work 24-hour shifts, retire with the same income after only 25 years with $100,000 one-time retirement bonus. Not a bad idea if you can make that work. The people we owe money to don't want it to be paid in dollars. I'll just leave it at that. Yeah, I'll leave it at that, Tim. Let's see here. What? Miss Nomad's talking to somebody else. He's in a truck stop. That wouldn't make him well liked. It would set some drivers off. What's that? Pulling through a fuel island, not blocking a fuel pump, and going to buy a drink? I wonder. Man, we filmed an awesome scene at the TA in Billings, and my freaking microphone was off. Nobody heard it. We're gonna have to do it again another time. Oh man, that was funny. Does my mom have COVID? No, not having COVID almost killed my mom. The lockdowns almost killed my mom. Not COVID. The friggin' lockdowns. Because in Jersey, if you have anything else wrong with you, like a tumor, you're just going to live with the tumor. Or get run over by a truck. Maybe it'll let you in the ER. Or have COVID. That's how it was. And that's why my mom almost died. So yeah, I get a little bit pissed off. I almost lose my mother for the dumbest thing imaginable. Ay. Alright, what are you guys talking about over there? Portland burning down the house. You could join that team. I'm too fat for that. If you haven't noticed, their matter of dress wouldn't... Their hope... Please, my legs are bigger than their waist. Has the kids seen any lot lizards? No, that's kind of died. Like, that hasn't been a thing anymore. Not like it used to be. We were talking about that earlier. Oh, back in the day, it was insane. It was great entertaining watching them bouncing around, and it was nuts. Nowadays, it's all gone. Even they're used to getting like nothing, something for nothing, I guess. No, blasting air horns in a truck stop while parked. Yeah, I hit it a couple times, but yeah. I'm not even parked. I'm kind of technically not parked. Let's just say. Yeah, that's it. I'm not parked. I'm not moving, but I'm not being bothered. There's a truck in front of me, a truck behind me, and I didn't pay $20 for a reserved parking space, which is like basically 3/4 of the slot. But yeah, I'm not parked. 2001 says, "Hey, love the videos, man. Appreciate you watching. Is your mom okay now?" Mom is improving. Mom is improving. I'll tell that story real fast. During the COVID, my sister is in healthcare. She works at a hospital, and of course, when COVID hit, nobody went to go visit my parents. They're elderly. Even me, being a driver, when I put Orwell's engine back together, it was right when lockdowns were just starting, actually. So, and nobody went to see mom and dad. Mom and dad hardly ever left the house, and nobody's seen a decline in my mom. And my mom was losing weight, and no one really kind of noticed it. Her appetite was terrible, and we just thought she was just kind of being cranky. But there was a tumor growing in her stomach that was kind of closing off her stomach, constricting it. And when she got sick enough, my sister was talking to my mother and my father and found out, like, mom's not good at all. And finally, they started letting you into the hospital for non-emergency things. So my mother was able to finally schedule a surgery to get this tumor pulled. And that got taken out, I think it was in September. And the tumor was pulled, non-cancerous, thank God. But now there's all kind of problems with her nutrition because of the not eating, because of the tumor, and the wound not healing properly where the incision was. And to this day, she's still struggling with that wound. And they're more worried about COVID than they are worried about her getting infections and rotting from this wound that ain't healing. And that's becoming a huge problem with mom now. So she's back to eating better. She's gaining weight, which in her case is excellent. The not eating also creates a lot of blood chemistry problems with the hemoglobin, and I'm no doctor, my sister can tell you that better. But it's a problem for mom, and getting medical attention in New Jersey is still very difficult because of COVID. I mean, they literally expect a 70. Get this, when she does go to the doctor, they took all the chairs out of the waiting room. I guess COVID doesn't live on the wall or anywhere else; it lives on chairs. So the 70-year-old lady has to stand in the waiting room, who's sick, mind you. That's how dumb it is. She's doing better, but the family's moving. My mom and dad are retired. They can move at any time. It's them guys. Once they figure out where they're going, exactly, then mom and dad will follow. So, see here. Just for your information, Illinois DOT is rumored to start their spring blitz. Okay. Need to come to Washington more often, says Bojangles the Wizard. I might. I might. I did pretty good with this load, with the load I brought out here. And I did come out here specifically to get that car. But I did pretty good with the load itself. But I usually get off with East Coast loads because I'm from out there, and a lot of guys don't want to run the East Coast. So I tend to get it, but they pay me well to do it, so I do it. But at least to maybe bring more, what's the right word? Bring different things to the channel. Maybe I'll start coming out west more often. I should. How old is mom? Mom's 70. Have the kid look up Diamond Lake and Crater Lake, Oregon. Ever in Oregon during summer in my backyard. It's beautiful. Closest neighbor is 6 miles away. See, that I like, because then you could fire up anything and nobody can hear it run. Like a race car or a Detroit diesel, things I think of. That sounds awesome. Don't let them cut out Don't let them cut out you on too many times. Not sure what you're referring to there. They should move south. We have vacancies at the home. No. Mom will not do that. Mom will not do that. No, they take care of each other, but no, Mom will not do that. As long as my mother is, well, my father too. As long as mentally they're fine, they're welcome to stay with me, and I'm sure my sister would say the same. If they lost their mind, well, then they'd have to go to a home if they lost their mind. But as long as they're sane and they just have medical problems, they have children. That's just how my family does things. My grandparents lived with me when I was a kid, and I'm all the better for it. Unfortunately, my grandfather did get sick mentally, and it took a while. See here, there's an ultimatum. Not sure what that means. And she's feeling better. Absolutely. Up in Maryland, everything is open. I live in Maryland, everything is open. I mean, everything is open to a point. Schools, that's another thing. Like I said, if you're elderly trying to get medical care in Jersey, that's starting to become a problem. How you doing from Vegas? Oh, I said, how'd I do in Vegas? There was a blue arrow over that comment. No, you didn't ask that. How you doing from Vegas? Well, we're up here in Washington State waiting to pick up that load, or not load, my car. So that'd be it. Keep your family close. Your family is a blessing. Everything else is not important. Absolutely. We're trying to get your mom's cooking close to me. I get it now. That's not an ultimatum. That's an ulterior motive. Got it. Now it makes sense. Oh man. Ray Wilson. Let me tell you about Ray Wilson. He's been following my channel for quite a long time. He's a retired truck driver, and he refers to he lives in an old age home. I forget how old he is, but he's up there. He's up like grandpa's age, but I forget the exact age. But anyway, he lives in an old age home. From what I read, he's got his mental acuity right, but at his age, he's got to kind of duck down because of COVID. But at that age, it's a problem. But he's one of the OG subscribers. He's one of the OGs. So yeah, that's who Ray is. Who pays for Orwell's fuel? Diesel is up $1 or more a gallon, 6 miles to the gallon. Working man added expense could cost $2,000 more in fuel costs. I pay the fuel, but in reality you do, because the fuel goes up. We charge more to haul the freight. So whatever freight I'm hauling, if you're buying it, you're buying the fuel too. That's everything. See, here's the weird thing. Everybody was crying about gas price. Who gives a crap about what gas costs? Nobody buys enough gasoline to have that affect you. If gas went up $1 a gallon overnight, that would cost the average consumer $12 a week in fuel. You're talking about the average commute, like 25 to work, 25 back. It's $50 a day, $250 a week. Average car gets 25 miles a gallon. It comes out to $12.60 extra in a week. Big deal. But diesel fuel goes up. Everything else you bought costs more. People like my mom, they know exactly. That's when groceries get double. So now instead of paying, if you got a big family, instead of costing $300-400 a week to feed the family, it's $800 a week to feed the family. Maybe not a week, but the grocery bill doubles. Makes the gas price look cheap. And all they talk about out of news is gas prices. But they don't give a care about diesel fuel. I don't pay the fuel price. You do. Schools are in hybrid here. Maryland governor ordered schools to be open. Well, if you're hybrid, that ain't open. That's back and forth. Open is open. Nick was in hybrid, and it's dumb because it's like 2 separate classes and 2 separate speeds. It's completely ridiculous. Love your cab over, man. Keep the content on the road. I sub because of that cab over and your accent. Thank you. Appreciate that. Doug Ackerman, what's on my trailer? Sailboat fuel and aluminum ramps. Tomorrow will be a car. Tomorrow most of you guys probably already saw that whole segment. Guessing what kind of car it is. Don't do it here. Tomorrow I'm going to post a picture of a part of the car. The first one to guess it right, or the closest to what it is, I'm going to send a free shirt when I get new merch for Orwell. FSC, respect to you, but I couldn't ever drive a cab over. Knowing how people drive, I want a hood in front of me. Well, as long as it's not another semi-truck, this thing will not, it won't matter. I should try it. Try it once. It's definitely interesting. But if you've been out here as long as I have, you probably have already. That right there, FSC, pure facts. I ain't eating the higher fuel prices. Duh. Why would we? Orwell holds 300 gallons. Yeah, pretty much. Pair of 150s each side, but you can't get them dry. So yeah, you're talking about 300. Add an extra $12 a week adds up fast. Yeah, but my point is the groceries are going to be like $1, like 150 a week. That's my point. The news doesn't focus on diesel fuel making everything else cost more. Compared to the gasoline, everything else costs more than the increase in gas. That's my point. But the news wants to talk about gas prices. They don't talk about the grocery bill, but the fact that the first time your groceries ever saw a gallon of gasoline is after you bought it. But before you bought it, it only moved by diesel fuel. That's from getting it in the field, out of the field, to the DC, out of the DC, in this whole bit. It's all diesel fuel until you buy it and your wife takes it home in the car. Everything else was diesel fuel. Here we go with the guessing again. Oh, hell, hold sailboat fuel once. Couldn't figure out how to put the load locks in it. Can't strap it down worth the crap either. I throw the chains over it, and the chains just fall right off it. What's your mileage, Steve? She averages about 5, give or take. Yeah, but I'm not getting one of those food stamp cards. It is the steering wheel holders that I'm talking about. They run out to become truckers and act like they're driving a sports car, but they're in an 18. Yeah, it's worse than that though. They don't even have half a sense to even know what that even means. My son is too. Doesn't have much interest beyond Sesame Street. He loves hearing Orwell go down the road. Keep up the good work and keep the content going. Man, that's cool. Sons too. Yeah, see, now I gotta make shirts for like babies too. I'll get someone. I'll get something like that done.
Put a truck with a pacifier.
Yeah, there you go. Years back, I bought an old steel Tonka trucks. When I'm empty, I strap on a deck. Yeah, I've seen a lot of people do that. I've never done that. That'd be funny though. Maybe I should. I should try to get a little Tonka truck, but like one made like this truck. Yo, that's what I need. I don't know if those are Peterbilts though. I had 2 of them when I was a kid. I had two Ertl trucks. There was a Toys R Us truck. That was a van. I had a Toys R Us van with an Ertl cabover. You know, the Ertl, the toy truck. And then there was a tanker that had a mobile gas station. And you put water in it, push the button, and the water would come out the back, and you had a little hose you could hook to that. What type? It was, the toy was Ertl, but what kind of truck was that? You ever see the movie The Terminator, the original one?
Oh, that is something I want to see though.
We never saw it though.
No, but that is something I actually know of and I want to see.
There's a scene where he rolls up in a station wagon and there's a toy in the road and the wheel crushes this toy. I had that toy.
Oh.
And it was made by Ertl. E-T-R-L, I think it was called. It was spelled. No, not Tonka. Ertl. Why is diesel more money? I know why. You know why. I'm not trying to get demonetized. I really love your channel, Steve. Thank you, Doug Ackerman. Appreciate that. I know I'm one of the few women lowboy runners out here. There ain't that many women drivers out here, period. Even still. There's more than there were. But they're still very rare. And Steve, because they figured out with the number of trucks running America, they could bleed more money from the truckers. Yes, that's true. I'm trying to figure out with that Ertl truck, what make was that truck supposed to be? I'm curious about that. I used to have a bunch of those Ertl toy semis as a kid. Yeah, I had 2. Like I said, one was the Toys R Us truck, and pulled a van trailer, and the other one was a mobile tanker. They were both, the tractor was identical, but one was white and one was like a gray. And my tanker one looked just like the one that the Terminator squashed in the first movie. Earl had that's what it was. You're right. GMC Astros. It had that beginning of the wraparound windshield. That's right. With the small grill. Yeah, that was something. It was a long ass live, man. Almost 2 hours, 40 minutes. Oof. That's a long one. Oh boy. That's why I start running out of stuff to talk about. When are you heading back east? Well, tomorrow we load that car. That is Matt's car that my other son Sean gave to Matt. That we drove around and saw in Hawaii. It used to be Sean's car. Gave it to Matt. We had it shipped out here to Tacoma. And tomorrow we're going to pick it up. And then it becomes a question of what freight do we put on the trailer after that. So I haven't gotten anything yet, but tomorrow I hope to hear about some more. Yeah, that's a new pipe dream. Good luck. Yeah, rub 2 sticks together and start a fire. Have fun. If you want to come out with those tiny shirts, I'll take 2. Yeah, I'll look into that. I'm not gonna make a lot of them. Most of them are gonna be like from large to probably 6XL apparently. But some of them people are pretty big wanting these shirts, which that's fine. I'll make them. It's just they cost extra, but I'll have to figure out how to work it in. But yeah, we're definitely getting a merch game going. This week I should start getting designs so I can approve them to get production going. I use a small place called Silly Toast Designs in Appleton, and that's where I make the shirts. I keep them myself, and then we pack and ship them direct. So that's how we do it. But yeah, we should start seeing shirts. I should start seeing designs for shirts this week. And then, Ray, I still owe you a shirt from that a while back, you and Moose. But I'm waiting for Orwell shirts in your sizes, and you guys got them coming. But I still have your info, too. So, Ray, you definitely got your shirt coming. Let's see here. Too bad I didn't know you were headed to Washington. I would have had you pick up a 64 Dodge Dart GT for me in Washington and bring it back to Vegas. That's possible. That's possible. I could do that. Where in Washington is that? Because I'd give you the number to call to get a free quote on that. Anything I do like that has to be done through Whitmire's, but that's why I can't get no breaks on the freight stuff because I'm leased on with a company. I don't set the rates. But I could do that possibly because I have the ramps to load cars. That's why I have this trailer because I'm loading a car. And I'll be in Tacoma tomorrow, load that, so let me know if that's possible. I'll give you the number to call. Northwest Washington. Well, around Tacoma, car doesn't run. I have to get a come along, or I could always use Orwell to pull the car up on the trailer with a chain. Just drop the trailer. I've done that before. Drop the trailer and have the car on a chain and just back Orwell up and pull it forward. I don't have a front tow hook on Orwell. And to load the car that way. As long as it rolls, we can get it on. No side work. No, I don't want to lose my front work. It's a company like this. I'm leased down with Whitmire Express, right? There's no problem with the YouTube channel. In fact, they benefit from it because I do give them some ads and get them some publicity and try to find drivers for them. Number one. Number two, I have an old truck that almost nobody runs, and I have no problems with that. In fact, that in its own way becomes a benefit for them as well. So why would I undercut them when they take such good care of me for the last 15 years? I ain't about that. They take excellent care of me. Check with Derek at Vice Grip Garage. He may have one he bought on the evil web. FSC OnlyFans coming soon. You know what that means?
OnlyFans?
Yeah.
It's like, people that around me say it's like a trashier like website for videos.
Oh, Sean told me about that. Yeah. I think. Because I can look up what Matt spends his money on. Do you own your trailer? I own a trailer. I have to fix that trailer. It needs cross members. This is a company trailer. But it is a company trailer that used to be an owner-operator trailer, so it has ramp pockets. So it works awesome for me. Go through my other stuff here. Okay. Let's see here. How many trailers does your company have? Man, I have no idea. We do have a few vans. We don't use them very often, but some local stuff will use them. Double drops and steps primarily. Some are stretchable, so some are 3 axles, most are 2. Some stretch, some don't. Triple X Instagram, basically. Yeah, that's yeah. I heard about that. I'm the same with contracting the D.O.T. They treat me good military base to base, so it's easy for me. Yeah, don't ever bite the hand that feeds you. No doubt about that. Learned something there. Never bite the hand that feeds you. I used to haul Big Spud every now and again. Imagine he's talking about potatoes.
That sounds good.
I could use a potato. Now I'm getting hungry. Now I'm thinking about food. Do you watch Trucker Dan? Yeah, I seen. Last thing I seen was right after he got his engine rebuilt. 26,000 rebuilt that engine. He said, "Jesus God." I guess I don't know what he's got. Oh yeah, he's got the 600, the single turbo C16. So yeah, I see some of his stuff. Truth be told, I watch most YouTube I watch at home, not much on the road. I watch most of it at home. Already plans to fix up Orwell a bit, like more light stacks, rims, etc. Yes, and yes. But Orwell is a working truck and my only working truck, and I'm one guy that films a YouTube channel, edits a YouTube channel, runs the shop, and drives the truck. So I've certainly worked harder in my life, but I've never been as busy as I am today. Good morning, buddy. Hey, guys. Morning somewhere, wherever he is. You ever seen a big potato in a drop deck? I think so, maybe. More fans recognize Orwell. Nick has realized that it's like people literally walk up to us recognizing the truck and want to shoot the bull and all of that. You didn't think that was happening, but sure enough it did. That was cool. Hey, does a kid play SCS American Sim? Great pit game if he wants to drive trucks. No, I don't. No, I don't want anybody other than me driving trucks. It's just a hard life, man. It's not a very easy life if you have a family. And ask both of my kids, they'll give you the pros and the cons, more of the cons, at being a distant father because of the job that you have to do to pay your bills and support your children. But while you support your children, it makes it very hard to see your children. So I hope they do something else other than this, to be honest.
I did play it was like a mobile phone game, but it had like vehicles.
Right.
You were allowed to crash them, and your avatar was like a test dummy or something. I always had fun with it.
There are some games that I've seen that, like in the car realm of YouTube. Like an example, Damon Fryer. He's had multiple cars on Forza. I don't play the game, but I've seen pictures of it. Somebody did, I saw a Facebook picture, somebody took Whistling Diesel's, that blue truck that got destroyed, the any level Ford. Somebody was able to make an any level Ford that Whistling Diesel destroyed on some video game too. So there are some YouTubers that get their trucks, or rather cars, put in video games. That would be cool to see Orwell in a video game. But yeah, I imagine that those likenesses are, the owners. So I guess I obviously wouldn't give that away, but it'd be cool to see Orwell in a video, but I ain't giving it away. I mean, this is a business. FSC, I'm the same. I'm the owner, I'm the driver, I'm the safety director, the logbook manager, I'm the maintenance director. I fired myself twice. I've had to hire myself back. Yeah, that sounds like owner-operator life, no doubt about it. It's a hard life. I could tell you stories that would make your knees quiver, says Ray Wilson. I'll tell you what, Ray, one of these days we gotta shoot the bull over a beer. No doubt about it. I'd love to hear them stories. I hear you. My kids love my truck, but I wouldn't want this life for them. That's Wing 1093. How many years have you been driving? How many miles? Oh, God, mileage. Who the hell knows? 23 years solid. Morning from New Zealand. Great videos. I run a K104 cab over with a cat engine hauling a reefer. Love the old iron. Charles Road says Atari. Great. I've been over the road since 92. Yeah, you've been out here longer than me then. Because I started right after Sean was born in 98. Ray Wilson, I can't wait. Absolutely, we'll have to make that happen. I know you're down in Tennessee, so I don't go through that too often. I got to figure out how to make that work one day. But yeah, with everything else going on, I'll let this whole thing settle down. You got to get a vaccine, I'm sure, by now. Did you get yours yet? Because you're in that age group, you should have by now. You would hope. Talking about the video shots. Enjoy the videos of the old cab over the other video shots. Yeah, I try to change them up, get different angles. Being out here, I certainly could do different, maybe same angle, but different terrain. So it definitely looked a lot better, I thought. I got some awesome pictures, too. I've driven for Tri-State, Trism, and Eck Miller. Yeah, I know of those places. Drove for 45 years. I figure I drove around 4.5 for 5 million. No, a guy drives steady. Well, a misnomer. I feel bad saying guy. Don't hold it against me. If you drive steady, it takes about 7 years to do 1 million. A single driver. The teams could double that. Notion of stories. Have you got one to tell? He says I won't. LOL. Next time you come to Newcastle, Delaware, let us know. Might catch up with you. Yeah, I might. Problem is, I don't like doing lives. This one's been long because I didn't have really much else to do, and my nephew's enjoying it too. But I don't usually do too many lives because it kind of ruins the produced content. Because then you guys, like when the transmission broke, you guys knew about that a month before the video drops, which will be this upcoming Thursday. But there's a couple more repair videos coming up tomorrow, and then Wednesday. I got one Wednesday and Tuesday and Wednesday. And then the transmission dies on Thursday. I was leased to Echo Miller in 1975. Dude, I wasn't even born yet, bro. Yeah, that'll make you think. Sheesh. That'd be cool if you got some. I hope you got some pictures of the old days like that, man. I'd love to see that. Put some of them up. Did I drink all my Gatorade? I think so. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go inside and get a drink or something. Maybe a small something to snack on here a little bit.
Yeah, something to eat.
I watch every one you put out, Thomas Mice says. That's awesome. I appreciate that. Yeah, getting about that time to close this up, I suppose. All right, anybody up? Anybody still up? There's got any last questions? Go ahead and hit them before we close this out. Right. Ooh, so you've been to Rockport. Oh, okay. How much? I don't know what I'm talking about. I had a cabover Freightliner with a 318. Now I'm just watching them yacht back and forth. That's fun. Is the Cricket Caper your daily driver? The Cricket Caper 64 is my beater car for the time being. I use it basically just to go from the shop to my apartment and back. That's about it. It needs some work, obviously, and now it needs tires. But it needs a few other things too. But yeah, I don't say it daily, but yeah, I drive it around. But I do intend on getting a lot of work done on it too, make it a lot nicer. So that's the plan. Can't wait for others. Night, cricket kid. Oh, that's one. Oh boy, powdered sugar donuts and milk, chocolate milk used to be my bedtime snack. Dude, that's what I used to wake up, except for the milk. If I wake up, I use orange juice. All right, guys. Let's see here for the cab. Oh, for the cab over. I don't know. I don't know if the next truck will be a cab over, to be honest. It'll be special though. Well, might not be a cab over. The one I'm looking at, it'll be special. All right, y'all. We're out. Closing on 3 hours on this live. That's a long time.
I've never seen a live stream that long.
No, it's still. That's the weird thing too. Like, there's only a handful of people messaging now, but there's still 138 people on.
Wait a minute. Yeah, there's not even 138 people talking.
No, there's like 6 at this point.
Yeah, there's like 6 or 10.
You know what it is? Now it's 142. You know what it is? There's 6 people watching. There's like 133 others. They dropped their phones.
They just
They
left.
fell asleep. That's what happened. Spicy V8 and Cajun spice and eggs for breakfast. Oh, that sounds just... Oh. I don't know if my stomach can take that. I'm strong. My stomach's kind of weak for that spicy stuff. Woof. Hope you and Nick have a great night. Catch up later because I'm going back to bed. Yeah, brother, I hear you. All right, as always, great content. Keep the shiny side up and the hammer down. Absolutely. All right, Nick, say goodbye.
Adios. Or
Later, yo.
good night or whatever.
Appreciate you watching. Appreciate everything else you guys do for us. Dreams are coming true every day around here. All right, y'all. Later.